Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Friday, October 31st. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect sunny skies with a high of 70. On this Halloween edition of Off the Bench in hour number one, we'll talk about Scott Woodward out as LSU Athletic Director. We'll hear from LSU press conference at 8 a.m. Then we'll give you a final pick of Saints versus Rams. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from Rouse's on Burbank and Lee, starts now.
Get ready to tantalize your taste buds and use this segment. Welcome into Off the Bench, presented by All-Star Toyota.
Ooh, you're scary.
We're bringing you the spookiest sports talk in town. With Jacob, Hester, and
Matt Flynn. Terrifying and terrible.
live from the haunted
Raising Cane's
studio, here's Jacob, Hester, and
Matt Flynn.
Yo, and welcome in to OTB, live from Rouse's here on Burbank and Lee. Jacob Flynn and also Moose here at Rouse's. Alondra and Tay back in studio. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, buddy.
Yeah, forgot
There we
about that
are.
until I saw the skeleton hoodie that Flynn's wearing. I don't really know where one would buy a skeleton hoodie like that.
You
But,
put this on and I zip it all the way up. It becomes a skeleton face.
oh, okay. All right.
I got on Instagram ads last year. Yeah, got
What'd
me.
you think you were getting?
No, this is what I thought. But it was like the pop-up ads that while I'm scrolling.
Oh, I got
I
you.
was like, oh, I like that. Well, I like hoodies and skeletons are pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're tight.
So once a year, I'm going to wear this.
Absolutely. I actually wore this in the spring one time. It's kind of weird, but I did it.
Where did you wear that? And did they ask you to leave?
Well, no, it wasn't like out in public. I just put it on around the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's not weird.
Yep.
Well, your family already probably thinks you're a little weird.
No, they love me.
No, they love you.
Yep.
I mean,
If you're not a little bit weird, you're just kind of boring at that point.
that's fair.
Right?
That's fair.
You got to spice it up a little bit.
I agree.
Family doesn't want me to give them stock responses, canned answers.
Robot responses.
Oh, dude. I'm a little sad today. This is the last day we're going to hear robot Flynn.
Yeah, that's true.
And the guy that goes, ooh, you're scary.
I kind of do like
I can't
that.
remember what movie that's from.
Yeah. Tay Alondra, if y'all know what movie that's from, just let me know.
Ooh,
But
you're scary.
I like it as well. It's going to go away.
I am sad. It's been a hell of a ride, Alondra. Just tip of the cap to you on making that in about 12 seconds that one
Felt
day.
like it, yeah. Felt like it. Anything going on around Baton Rouge here lately, or
I don't think so.
we're going to talk Thursday night football between the Ravens and Dolphins? That was dynamic.
I think about 2.5 hours of the show should be dedicated to the Ravens and how just amazing they are.
Oh yeah. Oh, oof.
Yeah, it wasn't a great game. I didn't actually.
I wasn't serious
watch
about talking about it, but you
ton
can if you want
about
to.
it.
I mean,
we could just could go over it, I guess. The Ravens destroyed the Dolphins. Dolphins are in shambles.
yeah, it was more just a joke because there's all the things going on in Baton Rouge.
They did win last week, though.
Yeah. All right, you're still talking about it.
Yeah, I was still going.
You know,
It is a sports show, bud.
that's fair.
Yesterday, you tried to become like a political show
Yeah.
for about 4 minutes.
Yeah.
We had to cut that off.
Yeah. Well, probably be a little bit more of that today. So, if you're listening to this show, chances are by now you know that Scott Woodward is no longer the athletic director at LSU. That is certainly not something that I thought I would say at any point during any of this athletic calendar. Because you had national championships in multiple sports and from coaches that Scott brought in. Now, obviously, you're going to be tied to your football head coach as much as any, just because that's the way that it goes, dollars and cents of it. But I didn't expect to be here. I mean, Scott's somebody that obviously, when he was at Texas A&M, everyone wanted back at LSU. He comes to LSU, and look, somebody else hired Coach O, but you win a national championship in your first year here. Everything's going great. You win baseball national championships, women's basketball national championships when you have been so close before, but you never could get over that hump. And you bring in Kim Mulkey, and you get there. Gymnastics national championships, soccer program certainly on much better footing than it was before. Like, we could go on and on and on, but it just shows you how much football drives the bus for everything.
Yeah, it kind of shows you like everything's important.
Yeah.
But it's not real important if football's not hitting on all cylinders, and that it goes to show you the importance that this isn't like this at every school, but certainly at LSU. If football is not healthy, it doesn't matter what the rest of the sports are really doing. Clearly, we are 4 months removed from a national championship in baseball on a coach that Scott Woodward hired.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden we're 3 losses into. 3 losses before Halloween in football, and the athletic director who made that hire that just won a national championship, he has been relieved of his duties. And I thought that, I can speak for probably myself and maybe Jacob here. Like, we have a lot of respect for Scott Woodward and what he's done. And like Jake said, when he came over here, everybody was dying for him to come back home and come back here, and because he is known to be a really good athletic director. And I think there's a lot of things that we don't know about this decision, on why it happened and why it came about. I find it wild that it happened right now, just because there's no president,
no head coach,
mid-season,
full-time, yeah.
And I get that. If he's not going to be making if you knew Scott wasn't going to make the hire for the coach, I get you got to get a guy put in place to start that process.
Yeah.
I understand all that, but yeah, it was a little shocking to see
just how fast everything happened.
Well, because you got the head coach getting fired, and then all of a sudden all this crazy noise from the governor talking about it, and doing all the shows and having the press conference, and all of a sudden right on the heels. I mean, there was no other option after all that, right? This to happen, but just to see it happen, kind of surreal. We're living in a surreal moment, and Louisiana, all eyes have been on us.
Boy, have they.
Yeah.
It's not been the best light shined on Louisiana over the last week. I tell you that.
Yep. All because you lost a couple football games.
Yeah, and it just continues to what feels like a downward spiral right now. One piece of the Ross Dellinger article that I did find very interesting, he was talking about how the relationship between Governor Landry and Scott Woodward, obviously it goes back, and it goes back to when the governor wanted to rehire Will Wade last year, and Scott refused.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw, and there's probably some deeper political things seeded before all this, but yeah, I did read that. So reportedly, the governor wanted Scott to hire Will Wade back. Of course, Scott was here for 5 years, had three NCAA tournaments, 105 and 51 record, and went to McNeese down the road to kind of rehab his career after getting fired here for doing something that's perfectly legal a year later. So yeah, I can, sure.
Yeah,
but still, to that point, it's like it's funny that someone in a political office is trying to dictate a basketball head coach. Pretty wild.
Yeah,
wild times.
It is, and just a lot of misinformation out there about whose agent is whose agent, and that not being factual, and who actually signed, Jimbo's buyout. That was, Ross Bjork signed that extension. Actually, I talked to Jimbo yesterday on the phone. She's like, no, we did that deal. Ross signed it. And because he called me, he's like, what's going on?
Yeah, what's happening right now?
I'm like, how long you got, coach? And, he's like, oh, I'm ready to talk.
Jimbo's always ready to talk. What I did find, I read this on the article from The Athletic. It's talking about Scott Woodward's contract, and how a lot of the fuss is being made from the governor's office because of the taxpayer dollars and the buyout. Well, on Scott's contract, I think he has a north of $6 million buyout, and that's reportedly supposed to be paid through the year 2029. Now, what I did kind of find interesting is, I know that these contracts come with offset language, just like Brian Kelly's contract comes with offset language, which means like if you get another job or a similar position, the money you make there offsets the buyout. So if you get another head coaching job and it makes, $10 million a year, whatever it is, $5 million a year, that offsets. That's something that LSU or whoever it is, I don't know who's being reported, whoever it is, doesn't have to pay.
Yeah.
And I also thought it was interesting that it said they're, per contract, required to attempt to find another, like Scott's required to attempt to find another athletic director job or a similar position to offset, to initiate that offset payout language, which is a fascinating sentence for me when I'm reading a contract, because what does requirements mean? Are the requirements laid out? Like, is it something that you just have to like go through the motions and make a couple of calls?
Yeah, is it like when you have, your son, your daughter, whatever, and you're like, hey, you need to find a job if you're living in my house, and they like, dude, I like filled out 7 Indeed.com applications. What do you mean? It's like, oh, did you really? Is it like that effort, that level of effort?
Tuxedo to my job interview.
Yeah, now the tuxedos seem kind of messed up.
Messed up, yeah. Is it that type of situation? Like, what can you manipulate that sentence if? It's an interesting sentence to me, just saying they're required. And it says it's similar language to Brian Kelly. He is and look, I'm reading this. I didn't fact check this. I don't have a copy of the contract. Well, as reported, it's the same type of language that's in Brian Kelly's requirements to go find another job or attempt to find a similar job. Now, if he, becomes, goes to Starbucks and becomes a barista, like it's probably not the same type of offset stuff. It's probably not. It's a similar type of job.
Shout out to the baristas out there.
Yeah, shout out, hard working. They get it earlier than everybody.
It's true. It's true. So there's the numbers that we know, the over 50 million, the over 6 million, and then there's a lot that you hear about what those numbers could actually be. And that's going to be, for LSU's sake, that's going to be very, very important. And because you still got to hire a head coach, you got to hire a new athletic director. You'll have a president here, a couple week, whatever time that might be.
Three pretty big positions to fill.
Yeah, like we talk about alignment. Well, it's pretty misaligned right now.
Yeah.
With no person full-time in any of the 3 positions. And that's why, like, when you talk about, well, I think it was Georgia that we used yesterday, like president, AD, head coach, all have degrees from Georgia. And, again, you don't have to. I'm not saying that you have to have LSU or Louisiana ties. I'm just saying, like, their alignment, like, is through that. They all 3 have some sort of a Georgia degree. Even Josh Brooks, who has an undergrad from LSU, like he's got a Georgia degree as well. And they together, they work through every situation together, and they work together, and they're friendly together. Like you have to have that. You got to be on the same page. Again, I don't care where you're from. I don't care, if you've got Louisiana ties, but that has to happen. You have to have that alignment. I mean, remember Brian Kelly talked about that alignment 73 times in his opening press conference. That's when that became a buzzword. Well, right now, you don't have it at all. You don't know, you got an idea, obviously, of who your president's going to be, and that's going to be announced here coming up. You got no idea on head coach. And with athletic director, I think you have some idea, but you have to respect that job too, and you've got to open up all possibilities to who your athletic director is going to be. There is people with, LSU ties, like we mentioned, that if you want to try to bring somebody who's in a really good spot, well, typically you pull on the heartstrings a little bit and like, hey, you want to come back home?
Yep.
So is that what they're going to do? Are they tired of the big game hunting that a lot of people feel like got LSU in trouble with the Brian Kelly contract? Do they want somebody that's under the radar, somebody that's maybe a grinder behind the scenes and does all the things that you have to do and is well respected, but maybe you don't know his name? I
like that one.
Yeah, but yeah, you do that though, and I'm with you. But you know how this works. You do that, you fire somebody that everybody knew in the AD world for somebody that not a lot know.
Well, you can get fired either way.
No question. I'm just saying it's going to be 3 months of we hired this guy, and not for me, but from the masses.
I hear you. I'm with you. And I gave this warning yesterday. When you're looking for a head coach, it's pretty darn simple for me. It's like what to not hire is the guy that's a really polished speaker. And to me, it's if you're a polished speaker, if you talk like a politician, if you can go work a room in a crowd and, name me a head coach that was a polished speaker. I don't know if you can. Now, don't confuse the word polished with good.
Yeah, Coach
being a good speaker.
Coach Saban's not a polished speaker.
Nope.
He's a very good speaker,
Yeah.
and when he talks, you listen. But
Jimbo Fisher's not a polished speaker.
no, but because they'll find something that either makes them happy or mad. Most times mad when they're talking, and they'll kind of they'll veer off a little bit, and they'll go off on that, and they'll come back, right?
Yeah. Okay, so the people that people want right now, Lane Kiffin. Is he a polished speaker?
No.
No. Your guy in Arizona State.
Kenny Dillingham? Nah.
Brent Key.
Nope.
Bill Belichick.
Nope.
The greatest of all times. Those coaches. Nobody's a polished speaker. That leads to that gives people an uneasy. I feel like it's always given me an uneasy feeling, and I think that was a lot of the big question marks with Brian Kelly. He was such a polished speaker, like everything. If you had a transcript of every press conference and all the things that he says, you're like, that's a really good statement.
Yeah.
Those are
if you read it and didn't listen to it.
Those are good words, but it's like most politicians. It's like, I don't know if I trust you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
Just don't know about it.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, even
you just never know what's coming from the heart and what's actually inside, right?
Like even when you and I, like when somebody asked us to come speak to somebody, and you kind of know that you're going to do it, and you know for a week you're going to go do it. It's like you got all these notes, and you're trying to be perfect, and you're basically trying to read it, word for word. I don't ever feel like those are any good. I don't feel like those are any good. But like when he's like, yesterday, Frank's like, hey, come up, Hess. Come talk to the team. I typically feel like those are the ones that hit home a little bit more because they're coming from your heart, and they're coming from a place of what your habits are, or whatever that might be. And so, I mean, I understand what you're saying. It's like I want somebody that, galvanizes his team and does all those things, but it doesn't feel like he's reading football 101 to you, coach speak. Right?
Yep.
It feels like he's got some passion behind his voice. It feels like he's got some pain in his voice a little bit, right? Trials and tribulations, like whatever it might be, because like it means that much to him.
Yeah, somebody that is a little bit annoyed that a camera's in his face because he could be watching some good film at that point.
Right. Yes.
He could be chewing someone out at that point.
Yeah.
No, he's got to be here doing an interview. Ugh.
So a lot to get to. A ton to get to. Flynn's going to try to get back to that Thursday night football game again. We won't let him. Don't worry.
You want to talk Dolphins, Tua?
Bro, we ain't talking Dolphins.
We used to be at Bama.
Ravens.
We play Bama.
Yeah.
The connection, you see it?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, sure. But my God, that was a bad football game last night. All right, we will take a break. We are live from Rouse's here on Burbank and Lee. Come hang out. Come see us. They've already got the chairs down. They got the chairs down already because they want you to come have a little breakfast with us. Yep. Moose, settle down over there. You're a little too excited. All right, we'll be back. More OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to russellpools.com. That is the website for Russell Pool Company. And when you go to the website, check out a gallery of work they've got right there on the homepage. You'll be blown away. But also, I encourage you to do that because, well, you've got your dream pool in mind. And maybe you already know exactly what you want, but maybe you see something right there on that homepage that you're highly intrigued with, and you want to put together 5 different things from all the pools that they've done over at Russell Pools. Put it all together, make your dream pool, and you can do it at russellpools.com.
That's right, Russell Pool Company, the name that you think of when you think of the high quality, when you think of the industry standard here in Louisiana for custom pools, pool design. They can do everything. They can turnkey your products. So if you got like a design in mind, if you have materials in mind, if you have something just you're thinking about, they can take it, take your dream to reality. They can design it, they can draw it, they can engineer it, build it, maintain it. They can literally do everything right there at Russell Pools. So go check them out. Go check out their gallery work, russellpools.com.
Create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
Every winner knows a great play starts with a solid game plan and the right team by your side. At Sunshine, we're here to keep your operation running strong. From tractors to harvesters, we've got the John Deere equipment you need to tackle every job with confidence. Because when the work's done right, there's more time for the things that matter, like cheering on your favorite team. Make Sunshine Quality Solutions part of your playbook this season and learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here. We are live from Rouse's on Burbank and Lee. The store's starting to pick up already, and it's only 7:23. Multiple times I've seen, and right now, if you're watching this on camera, somebody's hitting the breakfast bar right now.
No,
Flynn, watch out so these people can see the guy hitting the breakfast bar. Watch out. Move, skeleton. Thank you. We are
Can't get up now.
here on this Football Friday, and it's been a week in which we haven't talked a lot of actual football games because of all the news surrounding LSU football, LSU athletics now. So at some point today, we'll certainly get back into the actual football portion of the football weekend on a Football Friday.
Did you just say, yeah, we hadn't talked a lot of football this week, and we're still not going to do it right now?
No,
Is that what you just said?
I was just letting them know, like, if they're like, hey, they got games this weekend, even if LSU doesn't play. I'm like, yeah, typically we would have already done that and broken down, like, all the SEC matchups. But with everything going on around LSU, Louisiana, just all the stuff, all the things. And it's going to be, look, it's going to be as intriguing as anything that we've seen, I think, in recent memory, because it's all happening at the same time with the president, with the athletic director, with the head coach. And, you know, look, when you move on from somebody like Scott Woodward, who's, you know, got the trophies in the trophy case in multiple sports, and then you move on from Brian Kelly, who's got all the wins. Now, didn't have the trophies, but had the wins and had a name, certainly. It's going to be under a microscope. I think we all know that. You got the governor of Louisiana involved, but when you move on from that, it doesn't mean you have to replicate what you just had as well. Like I was just talking about maybe getting an under the radar AD, and I think you were intrigued maybe by that. I'm intrigued by that at the head coaching position. I think the list of candidates is good. I think there's people on that list that can come in here and can be successful. But also I'm like, hey, just because maybe you don't know the resume of this head coach, a la Kenny Dillingham at Arizona State, that does not mean that they're not fit for a job like this. It doesn't mean that they couldn't come in and do a hell of a job. If you don't know who Brent Key is at Georgia Tech, again, it's not Lane Kiffin, it's not Dan Lanning, but it doesn't mean that he's got the number 7 team in the country right now. Like, it doesn't mean that they can't do a great job. LSU needs somebody to come in that is, and I've said it all week, I'll continue to say it, that is going to desire this job more than anything in his life. Right? It's family, 1A, and then this job would have to be 1B. Not like...
Let's give the good Lord some props. He's up there.
Is that not including family?
Yeah.
I mean, kind of understand.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to the good Lord.
Yep.
But you know what I mean? It's like he's so honored to be here and finds it as such a privilege to be here and worked his ass off his entire life to get this job. I know. It's 7:26. Memphis, I'm sorry. But that's what he did. You know what I mean? And not like, oh, well, you're lucky to have me, or have you seen my resume? Have you seen what I've done? That's not what they need. They need somebody that it could be. There's so many names that person could be. And I just think we have to hear all of the things out and not just say, boom, this guy. Well, Lane Kiffin or bust. It's like, no. I'm not saying Lane wouldn't do a good job. I like Lane. I think Lane's one of the best football minds we have. I think he calls an offensive game better than anybody we have.
Yep.
But I think right now where you're at, the time that you have, when you made you really need to open your mind to maybe it's 10 guys, and you need to find out what's in those 10 guys' hearts. You need to find out where they're at. You need to find out their work ethic and why they want this LSU job. Like all those things, because I think you're coming off a complete opposite situation from what you had.
Yep. It needs to be a over-the-top, in-depth search for a head coach that is that you're looking at more than just career records. You're looking at more than just the flash, the sizzle, whatever it is. And I think the uncertainty from fans comes from, all right, now, like, you got to fill so many positions. Who's going to make that decision? Is this guy going to be qualified to do that? Is this guy going to be like, all right, well, you know, I'm in a new position as the president at LSU, and, you know, I'm going to go with the guy that everybody would pick because that's safe, right? That's safe. Well, anybody can come. I could be the president, and I could come and, you know, call Lane Kiffin's agent and ask if he wants to be the coach.
Yeah.
Like, anybody can do that. Anybody.
Right.
And it takes a guy to do it in depth. Like, now, okay, if you do an in-depth search and you're looking at all those guys, you're looking at big schools, medium schools, small schools. You're looking at the guys that are, just like you said, have that passion, would die to come here and be the coach.
Yeah.
Young, old, whatever it is.
Right.
It doesn't matter. If you do that and then you're like, yeah, all right, Lane is actually that dude.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, I've done it, and he meets all the requirements. He impressed me overall everybody else, then that's one thing. But anybody can just come in day one and say, hey, Dan Lanning, you want to be LSU coach? You want to do that?
Yeah, anybody.
Name your number.
Exactly. Anybody can do that.
Yeah.
And that doesn't help LSU football. It's not to say that Dan Lanning's not awesome. He's incredible.
Yeah.
I love him. Gives great pregame, halftime speeches, always has his team ready to go. But that's easy. This should not be easy. This should be, we turned over every stone to make sure we had the right person. Mm-hmm. You've got time. It is, I feel like you, because today's Halloween. I looked at my watch to find out the date. It is October 31st. You've got some time. Put that time to use. Get a president, figure out who the athletic director is going to be. Hell, figure out who's going to hire this coach. Is it going to be the board of supervisors? Is it how much is the governor going to be involved? Is the board of supervisors going to put together a committee?
Yeah.
figure that out as well, which I'm sure they are right now. And by the way, Flynn and Hester, put us on the committee.
We're available.
And move forward together. Figure it out together. Get a plan together and do your job. Do some work. Figure out who that is. It's a great point that you make. It's easy to call Dan Lanning. Hey, man, $14 million a year sound great?
Yep.
All right, cool.
I'm a new president. Well, if he didn't work out, you can't blame me. Everybody would have taken him.
Yeah.
That was the right pick, right?
Right. You're at a crossroads right now, and I think there's, a list of 10 guys. And, hell, we could do it today. I can give you 10 guys that you should talk to and you should have a conversation with. Mm-hmm. And it can be in-person conversation, a little more in-depth if they seriously are the final three or whatever it might be. But have those conversations. You've got time. Get aligned and figure it out.
Yep. And, when we come back from break, I want to ask you about your opinions on somebody that's really popular right now. I see it all over my Twitter feed. A guy that we played with.
Yep.
A guy that is calling some X's and O's, a little defense up there in the NFL.
Yep.
In the Great North. I want to ask your opinion on that.
All right. I actually got a endorsement for that person at 5 o'clock this morning. Yeah, we'll talk about it, and we'll continue to talk candidates for the LSU job. Again, no game for LSU this weekend. Probably more in hour number 3 when we're, giving you what's the ticket. We're giving you our pontoon parlay. Maybe we get more into all the games going on across the country. More OTB live when we come back here from Rouse's on Burbank and Lee.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GCOPnet.com, Gulf Coast Office Products. They've got locations in New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Mandeville, and Lafayette. If you are, in a law firm, engineering firm, school, bank, hospital, and you know how important documents are to you, and you got to always be up and running, and that's exactly what's going to happen when you work with Gulf Coast Office Products. It's not just about documents anymore. It's about managing and hosting the information your company needs to grow and thrive in the years ahead. So go to the website today, see what they can do for you, GCOPnet.com.
That's right, Gulf Coast Office Products. I can tell you from a guy that leaves his show every morning and goes to an office.
He's not just some guy.
I'm just not some guy. I'm a businessman and a father, right?
Yes.
So I go to my office every single day, and every single office works through that paper trail. It doesn't matter if your digital PDFs, all that stuff. You still got to print it. You still have to have that paper trail. Gulf Coast Office Products is the best. So go visit them today. See how they can help your office. GCOPnet.com.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Banking on the go? Our mobile app makes it effortless. But at Campus Federal, you're more than just an account number. We build relationships with our members, supporting you from saving for college to owning your first home. If you're buying a car, planning a home renovation, or a vacation, we're here to help. Campus Federal Credit Union, your trusted financial partner for every stage of life. Start your journey today.
Raising Cane's is our victory meal.
Football fans are some of the most dedicated fans in sports. It's a fundamental quality we share, and that fuels every single order of our hand-battered chicken fingers. Wherever there's football, there's Raising Cane's.
One love. Let's go.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
Mic check.
Hello.
Hey, we're back.
Sorry, we're just talking ball during the break here, okay? Lay off on
Talking
us.
ball. Hey, it's Halloween.
That it is, Derek.
Happy Halloween. Y'all got some big plans?
Yeah, you dang right I do.
Yeah, you dang right.
I've got a district showdown between Madison Prep and the University Lab School Cubs, 7 o'clock over at Jeff Boss Field at Cub Complex. That's what I've got tonight,
Madison
bud.
Prep?
Madison Prep versus U High. Let's go, Cubs. Let's go. Let's go. It's a pink out game.
What movie does Madison Prep remind you of from the 90s?
Madison Prep?
Yep.
Movie from the 90s. I don't know.
Major Payne. Do you remember that movie?
Absolutely.
I think it was
David
Madison
Wayans?
Preparatory.
Okay.
And they had the
Oh, my
I'm not
dad.
gonna
My
call them the
loved
Army
that.
games where
My dad loved that movie.
Yeah, the ROTC. They had those games.
Yeah.
God, what a good movie.
Great movie.
The little kid, his name's Tiger.
Yeah. The way your brain works is fascinating.
Thank you.
You should be studied.
Thank you. I should be studied.
You should be studied.
God, what a great movie. I hadn't seen that in a long time. That was one of those
Taylor
movies.
says Virginia military game, so he's obviously a fan as well.
Great movie. Madison Prep.
Yep. No, this one's in Baton Rouge. Yep. Right down the street.
So you're not playing the Virginia
Nope.
military
No,
school?
not this week.
Okay.
Not this week.
All
Nope.
right. So how do y'all? So it's a big game. How do you trick or treat? You got a game.
So Katie's taking Memphis, Hudson, and Knox to trick or treat.
Okay.
Earlier.
All right.
I'm going to set up because I need to see pregame warm-ups. You know what I'm saying? I need to have a 10-second conversation with Jackson right before the game.
Yep.
Remind him to set his jaw and get ready to play.
Yep.
So I like to see that. So I think they're all going to just go trick or treat early and then hightail it to Cub Complex to watch the game because you get Harlow, obviously Halloween probably the first time that she's going to be able to walk around and do the whole deal by herself, and so
got to do it. So you got some good costumes. I don't care about everybody else. What's Harlow doing? What's she dressing up as?
I would get princess. I mean, we've never been able to really do that before, so that's what it's gonna be. Yeah, it's like kids' costumes. It's just like, hey, what are you? And then Hudson's going to be like a penguin. He's got this penguin costume. And then you ask Memphis, hey, what are you going to be? He's just like 6 things kind of put together that he found in the costume drawer.
Sure.
Going to go. Of your kiddos, I bet Huck's got a good one.
Yeah, this year he's getting a little bit more aggressive. He just turned 10, so he's starting to get a little bit more aggressive. He's going to be the Grim Reaper.
Okay.
And he's got a mask that I think has some like LED lights on it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a little bit. They've never really done anything scary or try attempt to be kind of scary. So yeah, he's got that going on, and I can't remember. You know, it's going to be some good ones. But I just showed you at the break. But y'all want to see my costume right now?
Sure, bud.
Okay, this is from Instagram ads last year. Check this out.
Yeah. Yeah. Why do I not hear myself either? Oh, there we go. You hit buttons. See, when you look like an idiot. You hit the button to turn my microphone off as well. Like Musso said, don't go into a bank today with that up. That'd not be good. Not be a good situation for you. And I also can't believe that Instagram ad got you on that.
Yeah, it got me, but it's also pretty high quality.
Okay.
Obviously, clearly. Did y'all see that? It's the hood. Tipped it right up. Looked like a skeleton face. I was pretty excited when I saw it, and I got it.
I can tell you've been excited to show it. That's now twice in about 3 minutes.
I know. Well, I forget that I have it until Halloween. So I'm going to wear it all day. I wear it tonight. We got a little trick-or-treat. We got a little a hood party. It's going to be exciting, a little outdoor situation.
Okay.
Everyone bringing some treats. Everyone bringing some food.
I guess you don't want to come watch some great high school football. This guy's not a real ball guy.
No.
No.
No, I forgot. We had some plans yesterday, but I can't get into the Thursday night high school football. I always forget about it. Like last night.
Yeah, you were asking us about Dunham.
Dunham played Episcopal.
Yeah.
And we love to go to the games, but they played so many Thursday night games this year. Like, I always forget it's on Thursday. Like, who's ready for a high school football game on Thursday? It's not called Thursday Night Lights.
It's fair.
It's not the name of the show or the movie.
It's fair.
Stop playing them on Thursdays.
I do enjoy Thursday night games for U-High. You can keep playing those because that means when I travel to call LSU games, I don't miss my son's game or have to drive myself to any of these locations. And so you can continue to play Thursday games with some Fridays sprinkled in.
No.
I didn't play Thursday games in high school in Texas?
Hell no. Are you kidding me?
Whoa,
it's too good of a product.
You can't do it on Thursday nights?
No. That's for JV. That's for freshman JV.
So is it? I thought like Monday nights here.
No, Thursday, bud.
So I know in Shreveport growing up, they did Thursday night games because of stadium access. So there was a couple of stadiums that multiple schools used. Not everybody had their own stadium. Like we had ours at Evangel, but like Southwood and Byrd and Captain Shreve and Fair Park and Huntington, like they all shared multiple stadiums. So that was why they played Thursdays.
Multiple teams, like more than 2 teams share a stadium in different places?
Yeah, and you just got to like try to find a way to get everybody a game time.
Yeah. Well,
Like we know Texas.
Dunham and Episcopal, they have their own stadium.
That's true. All right, I tried. You're right.
I get it. On those occasions, great. We shared a stadium in Tyler, Texas with our crosstown rivals. But guess what?
You and John Tyler share a stadium?
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah. Yeah. Rose Stadium. Yeah, to Tyler, the Rose capital of the world.
Of the world. Tyler Rose.
Rose Stadium,
Earl Campbell. We get it.
But you know what? Like before the season, both of the people that ran the schedules were like, hey, I got an idea. Y'all play at home, and when y'all play at home, we'll play away. And then the next week, we'll just switch.
Yeah.
We just figured that out.
I got you.
So you can keep it on Fridays.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Survive 623 says Evangel played at LCA last night in Lafayette. So Evangel did play on Thursday night. There you go.
Good. Great. Keep them coming. Let's make it Wednesday.
Fair Park had its own stadium. Fairgrounds was our home stadium. It was for a little bit, but because Fair Park's right across the street from Independence Stadium, but they also shared that with like Southwood and Huntington and all those other schools. And then Byrd and Captain Shreve shared Lee Hedges, and so there's a lot of sharing going on.
Gulf South here in the chat says Louisiana moved to a ton of games on Thursday and Saturday due to major shortage of referees this season.
Saturday? There's Saturday games? Now that doesn't feel.
That didn't feel right.
That just ain't right.
So people, go get your zebra stripes on, and let's get some more refs out there.
Yep.
People don't want to be playing on Thursday nights, except for Jacob.
Yeah, just selfishly though, just so I can watch my son play. God, what a bad guy I am.
God, we got to hire a president, an AD, a coach, and more high school refs. What are we doing? What are we doing here in Louisiana?
Not a whole lot. Go to BoudreauxElectrical.com. More power, more protection on the North Shore. 985-397-1562 in the greater Baton Rouge area. 225-300-9389. Make sure that you're always ready with that whole home generator. When the holidays are coming up, do not disappoint your father-in-law. Have power if the power goes out, and that's what Boudreaux's Electrical can give you. BoudreauxElectrical.com. All right, so like I said, throughout the show, maybe we'll throw some different names out there, kind of have some different conversations. Flynn actually teased something and then stepped on his own tease.
Yep.
And so we'll come back and talk about
tease.
his original tease right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Yeah. Diagnosed squirrel sear. My bad.
Yeah. There. Stab? No stab? Maybe.
Let her rip.
Trash Rangers, trashrangers.com. Go to the website today. Sign up for residential commercial service. You've got roll-off dumpsters as well. 3 different sizes to choose from. Make sure that you have the right size on your project. And you can give them a call and say, hey, here's what I've got going on. Here's what we're going to do at the house or our business. What size do we need? That number, 225-612-2477. And again, always online at trashrangers.com.
That's right, Trash Rangers. We've starting to see so many of those red roll-off dumpsters around town. If you got a special project, call Trash Rangers. Have them size a roll-off dumpster. They got 3 different sizes to choose from. So you've got a big project, medium project, a huge project, whatever it is. Residential trash pickup, commercial trash pickup, and oh yeah, there's sanitation departments, so portable restrooms for any big project, festival, whatever you have. Call the experts. Call Trash Rangers. Trash Ranger Sanitation. They are number 1 and picking up number 2.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Banking on the go? Our mobile app makes it effortless. But at Campus Federal, you're more than just an account number. We build relationships with our members, supporting you from saving for college to owning your first home. If you're buying a car, planning a home renovation, or a vacation, we're here to help. Campus Federal Credit Union, your trusted financial partner for every stage of life. Start your journey today.
While Louisiana politics can seem like they're from another planet, Moon Griffon isn't afraid to bring politicians back down to earth. Listen to the Moon Griffon Show weekday mornings at 9 on Talk 107.3.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Trust isn't given, it's earned by showing up, leading the way, and performing at your best when it matters most. Our Lady of the Lake sports medicine experts know what it takes to improve performance and build champions at every level. That's why LSU chose Our Lady of the Lake as its championship health partner, trusting Louisiana's best medical team to care for our state's best athletes. From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
I trust the lake.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Children's School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here live from Rouse's on Burbank and Lee. All right, Matthew Clayton Flynn,
Yo.
you teased something, and before you see another squirrel, I'm going to throw it to you to talk about what you teased.
That was a good question. Way to keep me on track, because I was actually just about to talk about the movie Saw. Okay, so we're talking about head coaching jobs. A lot of speculation, but a lot of names that I keep seeing popping across my Twitter feed, the socials. Every time I see anybody, they always want to talk about and ask about Kelvin Shepherd.
Yeah.
Of course, the defensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions. Played linebacker here at LSU, was a great Tiger, a really good professional linebacker. Played with both of us. Love Shep. He's amazing.
War daddy.
An absolute war daddy. And of course, kind of popped on the scene as a coach. And was it Hard Knocks?
Yeah.
Where he popped on the scene because they had not a hidden camera because they know it's there, but the camera in the linebacker meeting room, and him just the way he was communicating with his players, just tough. Nasty, informative, knew how to talk to his players, all the things you want from a coach right there, and the energy that he's shown. Like, I think he had a really good, who were they playing? Primetime game.
Chicago.
2 weeks, Chicago. I think it was a Thursday night game. It was a prime. It was either Thursday, Sunday, or Monday night. I can't remember which one it was, but the way they played defense and shut him down. Absolutely shut him down, and of course Kelvin Shepherd was getting a lot of the credit, as he should be, on the sideline, so that kind of just threw him again into the spotlight, and of course that spotlight happened right before this Brian Kelly stuff. So I want to ask you, Kelvin Shepherd, is he going to be a realistic target for them to interview?
I definitely think you talk to him, without question, and I know he's only been a defensive coordinator for 1 year, and I know there's some pushback on that. Like Shep, and he said it yesterday in a press conference, like he loves LSU as much as anything. He's like, if you cut me open, I'm a liger, half lion, half tiger, right? And you had that conversation. I think so, because look, what you just didn't work, and if you're looking to think outside the box, go a different direction, I think Shep is somebody obviously that you have to have that conversation with. And I got this message at 5:04 this morning, somebody that's in the building in Detroit. I think he would do a really good job as a head coach if he called the defense and had, some coordinators around him on offense. He's done a really nice job of growing and understanding the strengths and weaknesses of the players. He is best in front of a room, great command, and he has the ability to get into players, and not have them pout or fold.
Yeah.
And you saw that on Hard Knocks as well. So he's saying, when he's saying coordinators, it's plural, like there's only one. I think that person's saying you go get a bad ace offensive coordinator and get analysts on his staff that have also been offensive coordinators. Let Shep call the defense, which is not crazy. I mean, Clark Lee did it at Vanderbilt last year.
And another, like when you with a new head coach like that as well, like someone that hadn't done it and that also wants to kind of call plays. You also have a coordinator that it doesn't even really get the title, but we've talked about it early in the season with Nick Underhill talking about Kellen Moore. Like, is there somebody there that's like the game management coordinator? Because it's not always like up to coaches on, ultimately it's up to them, but it's not always the head coach that's deciding when to call a timeout, when to throw a challenge flag, when to the clock management. Sometimes it is. Sometimes the coach wants all that on him. But other teams, there's a guy that all his job is to do is work out every single clock scenario you can think of throughout the week and come up with every single situation, what we're going to do. Of course, gets the approval from the head coach and all that stuff, but it's like, all right, coach, you got to call a timeout. You got to clock. You got to do this or got to do that. So I think in a situation like that, if what he's saying, if Kelvin ever became a head coach and wanted to call plays, first time being a head coach, like all those things matter. Having your good support staff around you like that, But I don't think there's any question that man can stand in front of a team and get the most out of him. You look at a pro, like everything that we're talking about that LSU's got to get back to is kind of the model that Dan Campbell has built and developed.
Yeah, and there was people
in Detroit.
There was people that laughed at when Dan Campbell got hired. A lot of people at the station that we're on right now, and look at Dan Campbell now.
That's kind of what we want to build back here.
All right, hour number 2 coming back your way live from Rouse's.
Off the bench.
All right, in Louisiana, when you build something, it has to be built to last. And that's exactly what the folks over at Pala do every single day. They're one of the premier industrial construction and maintenance companies in the South, handling projects from refineries to fabrication with a reputation built on safety, quality, and teamwork. So whether it's welding, construction, full-service project management, Pala's been doing it the right way for over 50 years. They take care of their people, their clients, and their community. So you can go to their website, learn more at palagroup.com. That's palagroup.com, built on safety, driven by people.
That's right. Pala's been one of the Gulf Coast's most trusted names in industrial construction, building and maintaining facilities that power our region, from petrochemical plants to energy projects. When the job has to be done right, when it has to be done safely and on time, companies call Pala. So visit palagroup.com today, palagroup.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
Mornings with Brian Haldane is the only live and local talk show in the capital city. Get the news from the newsmakers, along with traffic and weather updates throughout the morning. The conversation starts weekday mornings at 6 on Talk 107.3.
Raising Cane's is our victory meal.
Football fans are some of the most dedicated fans in sports. It's a fundamental quality we share, and that fuels every single order of our hand-battered chicken fingers. Wherever there's football, there's Raising Cane's.
One love. Let's go.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Friday, October 31st. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect sunny skies with a high of 70. In hour 2 of today's show, we'll hear from LSU officials as they discuss the uncertainty around the LSU football program following the ousting of Brian Kelly and Athletic Director Scott Woodward. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from Rouse's on Burbank and Lee, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I got to come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane's studio.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here live from Rouse's, and you heard Tay there. As soon as they go live on the press conference, we will send you directly over there. So when we see somebody at the podium, we are going to throw it to the press conference, kind of a state of where LSU football, LSU athletics is after they've had a lot of things going on. A lot of movement. You've had head coach fired. You've had the athletic director fired. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we are ready to go. So we are going to send you here in a little bit to the we're trying to get it pulled up right now. We're going to send you to the press conference for LSU. And it's going to be kind of just a, hey, State of the Union, because, Matt, there's a lot of things going on. I think a lot of people want to understand where LSU's at right now, and there's going to be some questions that certainly, I hope, at least get asked about the stability of where you're at just from everything. From everything. Like, okay, what's the structure going to be? When are we going to have a president? When are we going to have an AD? When are we going to have a coach? Because right now, you are just floating in the air, just with nowhere to land. You're in purgatory right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, what I expect to hear is kind of some feel-good statements. Hey, we got this under control. We'll give you more information as it goes. But, hopefully we don't. Hopefully we get some sort of detail into the thought process of the decisions that have been made and the thought process and timeline of what they expect. Hopefully it's not just a bunch of word salads up there. So we'll see.
So who's speaking in this press conference? I'm sitting there thinking, like, who would actually be the person behind the microphone right now?
That's a good question.
You know what I mean? Because typically it'd be the president. Well, if it wasn't the president, it'd be the athletic director.
Yep.
So I guess Verge Osbury, who's now the interim AD.
Interim, the head of the board is Scott Ballard, I believe.
Yep.
Could be him. But I mean, I guess, the interim athletic director, I would assume. I would assume it would be Verge.
All right, so we're going to throw it back to studio. Alondra does have the audio ready to go of the LSU press conference.
I'll say it again. This is LSU. With that, it is my honor and excitement to introduce the next interim athletic director of LSU, Verge Osbury.
Thank you, Chairman Carmouche. I'd like to give thanks to Scott Ballard, Chairman of the Board of Supervisors, John Carmouche, Chairman of the Athletic part of the board, to the University Administration and the fellow board members for giving me this opportunity. This is a great opportunity. I'm a little boy from New Iberia, Louisiana, who had the opportunity to come here in 1985, started at the bottom, started last on the depth chart, worked my way through the ranks. Was able to start here 2 years, lead the team in tackles 2 years, play on some very successful teams, 2 SEC championship teams. That's where I start, from the hard work. Parlaying that into my career here, started at the bottom again as a graduate assistant, working in compliance, working in academics, working from there for Tiger Athletic Foundation, from there Associate Athletic Director with Skip Bertman, worked my way through the ranks. So I know what hard work is. I know what it is to be a part of LSU. I walked these halls. I walked those quads. I walked Allen Hall, Coates Hall, all the great halls at LSU. I want to know our fan base know one thing. LSU is not broken. LSU Athletic Department is not broken. I think we have the best athletic department in the country. I think we have the best staff in the country. The executive team is second to none. I put them up against anyone. They're the best.
Member of the Board of Supervisors and the person who we've made chair of the LSU Athletic Committee, who will give you more information about your next steps, about our next steps. Thank you, Chairman Ballard. What an exciting day here today at LSU. As chair of the Athletics Committee, it is my responsibility with my fellow board members to ensure that LSU Athletics is positioned as a national leader in college sports. It is important to me and many others that LSU and our state restore balance so we can reclaim the future we built in athletics as an institution and as a state. As we transition into the next chapter, I'm proud to introduce Verge Osbury as an interim director of athletics, and I have to tell you, we are very excited. Verge is the ideal person to lead this department through this change, and I want to be very clear. He has full authority to do so. That includes leading the search for our next head coach and hiring our next head coach. Verge is a native son of Louisiana and LSU. He is a multi-time alumnus of this institution, a former championship-winning linebacker for the football team, and a longtime senior university administrator. Simply put, he spent all of his adult life working to make this athletic department and this state better. Not only has Verge worked in almost every area of the athletic department since he started as an employee in 1991, but he's also been a tremendous asset to the university leadership with his campus role in governmental and community relations. From the time he arrived on campus as a football student athlete, Verge has been associated with excellence and championship. That's the standard he will uphold as interim athletic director. Let's always remember, this is LSU. This is the greatest athletics program in the country, and we will continue to be an elite destination for student athletes, coaches, and staff. I'll say it again. This is LSU. With that, it is my honor and excitement to introduce the next interim athletic director of LSU, Verge Osbury.
Thank you, Chairman Carmouche. I'd like to give thanks to Scott Ballard, Chairman of the Board of Supervisors, John Carmouche, Chairman of the Athletic part of the board, to the University Administration, and the fellow board members for giving me this opportunity. This is a great opportunity. I'm a little boy from New Iberia, Louisiana, who had the opportunity to come here in 1985. Started at the bottom. Started last on the depth chart. Worked my way through the ranks. Was able to start here 2 years, lead the team in tackles 2 years. Played on some very successful teams, 2 SEC championship teams. That's where I start, from the hard work. Parlaying that into my career here. Started at the bottom again as a graduate assistant. Working in compliance, working in academics. Working from there for Tiger Athletic Foundation. From there, Associate Athletic Director with Skip Bertman. Worked my way through the ranks. So I know what hard work is. I know what it is to be a part of LSU. I walked these halls. I walked those quads. I walked Allen Hall, Coates Hall, all the great halls at LSU. I want to know our fan base know one thing. LSU is not broken. LSU Athletic Department is not broken. I think we have the best athletic department in the country. I think we have the best staff in the country. The executive team is second to none. I put them up against anyone. They're the best, and they will get the job done. Our coaches are second to none. We have the best. We have championship coaches here. I've been blessed to work with championship coaches Kim Mulkey, Jay Clark, Jay Johnson, Dennis Schaefer, who's not here with track team, Garrett Runyon, who won the national championship in golf as assistant coach here at LSU. They're great coaches, and many other great coaches who win championships. That's what we expect here. We LSU. This place is not broken. The athletic department is not broken. We win. I've been part of 18 national championships at LSU as an administrator, 6 recently. Been part of 4 national championship games, won 3 national championships. Been part of 7 SEC championships, 2 as a player. I know what it takes to win. We know what it takes to win. And that's our jobs, and that's our mission. I've been fortunate enough to work with 3 of the best coaches in the world, Kim Mulkey, Nick Saban, and Skip Bertman. So my heritage go back with those people and the ability that they gave me and what they taught me to be the best. We're going to be the best at LSU. The third quarter, the fourth quarter, between the third and the fourth quarter last week, I walked on the field during that football game. And I just wanted to see what was going on. When you're an administrator, you just don't watch what's going on the field. You watch the sidelines, you watch the stands, you watch everything around you. That's important to be a good administrator. When I went down there in that field, I saw something. I saw empty seats, empty suites. I saw our stadium, Tiger Stadium, halfway empty. It's not a good thing. Woody Hayes always said the worst word in the dictionary is apathy. This program cannot have apathy in no way or means. We have to win. We have to be successful. We are, we'll say this all the time, we're the movie makers. We're the financiers, the administrators. The coaches, you're the producers. The athletes, which is far most important, they're the actors. That's who is important here to us. We have to do everything to make sure that the student athletes get what they need, the coaches get what they need. Our job is to support. Next chapter is we have to hire a football coach. We're going to hire the best football coach there is. That's our jobs. We're going to go out there. We're not going to let this program fail. LSU has to be in the playoffs every year in football. There's 12 teams that make it. It's going to expand here. We have to be one of those at LSU. No substitute. We have to be talked about on ESPN, every channel. When you're talking about LSU football, that is the way. This big building here has to be successful if we're going to be successful as an athletic department. It's the measuring stick that we have here. I have formed a committee. On that committee will be Scott Ballard, chairman of the board, John Carmouche, chairman of athletics, Ben Bordelon. As you know, Ben Bordelon is a former football player here, Bollinger Shipping, CEO, E.J. Kuiper. E.J. Kuiper is CEO of Ochsner. I'm not sorry, I'm so sorry, Lady of the Lake. He will be on the committee. And there'll be another, and myself, and there'll be another member of the committee that we are talking to right now at this time. Those are the people that are going to be responsible for helping us find the next great football coach at LSU. I'll open up for any questions.
This is to start with Scott Ballard, Wilson Alexander, the Advocate, in the front, sir, down here. Hi. How exactly was it decided that Scott Woodward and LSU would part ways? Did the board and him have autonomy to make that decision, or was the governor involved in that final say?
John, you want to know? The governor was not involved. The governor is worried about the state of Louisiana. His concern had to do with the state contract. LSU Board of Supervisors and Mr. Woodward decided jointly to part ways.
Michael Cobble, WBRZ TV in Baton Rouge. John, you can take this if you want, or Scott, but representing the board, why did you all deem it necessary to part ways? Verge just talked about 6 championships. We're 4 months removed from a baseball national championship. Those things sound like success to the common person. So why was there this mutual agreement to part?
It was a joint decision. The board and Mr. Woodward had discussions, and it was a joint decision. Thought it was the best for both parties.
Yeah, I guess this is either for Scott or for John. Will LSU buy out the remainder of Scott Woodward's contract?
I'm sorry. What? Can you repeat that? I didn't hear you.
I'm sorry, Matt Moscona from ESPN Baton Rouge. Will LSU or the board buy out the remainder of Scott Woodward's contract?
It's my understanding they're working on that right now, and I'm sure when it's done, it'll be public.
Brett Montel with the Associated Press. I had a similar question. I was wondering, it looks like based on his contract, he's owed at least $5 million or so in base salary, never mind incentives. And I was also wondering what revenue stream would be are you eyeing to pay that buyout?
Revenue stream, as I've said before, is generated from the athletic department. It's self-generated funds and/or private donations. That's where it comes from. Does not come from state dollars that are allocated towards other things like education. So it'll come from self-generated athletic funds and/or private donations.
Good morning. Kyra Naveau with WBO New Orleans. My question to Mr. Osbury. For you, obviously you're the interim right now, but are you seeking to fulfill this position full time?
At this time, that's not a concern right now. Our concern is trying to get the best football coach we have here and making sure this department is stable. That's my job. I'm not looking to do anything future from that, but right now it's just stabilizing the department, making sure the coaches and the executive team is okay with everything they do and they're getting our support, and hiring a football coach.
Question about the contracts. Jeff Landry's made it very clear that he would like to see more of an incentive-based contract to avoid that large buyout that Brian Kelly has been owed. How do you plan to do that with this within this search, and do you worry that will deter any candidates?
I've spoken to the board members on side of me right here and other board members, and our job, I was told to get the best football coach there is, and don't worry about that at all. So my thing is, we're going to go out there together as a team, and we get the best contract, get the best coach we have, and whatever it takes to get that person here, we will do.
Verge, right up the middle here. Just again, timeline for that, and the committee that you said you assembled, 5 people. Do you feel like that's the right size? Should there be more people involved, do you think?
We're looking at one more person. The process has started. Since we made the decision Sunday. And there's no really timeline. We'll be looking at a lot of people. I have an exact list, but we know what we want here. We know what we expect here. And we're going to have the best coach here at Tiger Stadium.
For Scott or John, is there a timeline for naming a full-time athletic director? And Verge, if you want to follow up, you've been a candidate in the past. What would change this time if you weren't a candidate this go around?
I'll speak to it, and John can add if he wants. There is not a timeline set for that. The first thing, like Verge said, the full concentration is to find a coach, find the best coach, period. That process has already started, as Verge said, with the team, the athletic department. So truly is not something we're even going to address until we get that done.
Scott, we'll stay with you if you don't mind. Just does the coaching candidate, athletic director, whatever, do these jobs have to have Louisiana ties to them? And if so, why do you feel that way?
Verge's license is to go find the best coach. I think people in Louisiana love to have Louisiana people, and I'm no different. I was born here, and God willing, I'll die here. But that is not a litmus per se. But if Verge can go find one that has Louisiana ties, then awesome. But that is not a litmus for them.
Hey there, Brett Martell again with AP. I wanted to give you the opportunity because I think a lot of the LSU fan base and people following this are somewhat confused about the extent to which performance-based considerations led to Scott's departure. Is there anything specific that you'd want to address in that regard?
I'm not sure I understand the question, but if the performance of Scott, and I mean, like John said, it was a mutual agreement after conversations, and with all the things that come into that, energy and family and what you're doing, and nothing's off the table of why Scott and LSU had a mutual agreement that after those conversations that they mutually agreed that it was a good idea. Scott is a great human being. Scott is a good Baton Rouge LSU Tiger. It had nothing to do with any of that. It had everything to do with the path of both conversations, and they mutually agreed that it was time. It wasn't an LSU thing. It wasn't a Scott thing. So.
The board will be hiring a new president on Tuesday. Can you speak to the extent he will be involved in the search for either the head coach or the permanent athletic director?
Was that to me? What'd you say?
Morning, Scott. Yes,
Hey.
any of y'all can answer.
Hey, Pfeiffer.
Y'all will be hiring a new president on Tuesday. To what extent will he be involved in the search for the head coach or the permanent athletic director?
The new president will be announced on Tuesday, and he or she or he, we have the three candidates, we're not slowing down for that. Verge is going to move forward and knows what he needs to do. But depending on how that works out and when the new president starts, but the new president will absolutely have input and hopefully hit the ground running. But depending on what the choice is, we've got to also respect that they've got to unwind some stuff as well.
We have time for a few more questions for Verge. If you have questions for Verge, we have a few more minutes. Okay. I'm sorry, this one's for John. John, just given the governor's speaking points about the contract and the legalese of the contract for Brian going forward, is it a point of emphasis to remove LSU as the liable party for these contracts? It would be a departure from the way they've been written in the past. Is that something that kind of you guys have marching orders to make sure is enacted in these next deals?
Well, let me make it clear. The governor had a right to be concerned, and we're working towards solutions. Everything's on the table. But let me make it clear. The state has never, and the taxpayers have never paid for a coach and never will. So.
Matt Venezia, WAFB. Just given the timing of Scott's departure with the firing of Brian Kelly, for new candidates being considered for the coaching position, could the lapse in not having a president named just yet, now Verge being in the spot you're in now, could that deter candidates away? And is that why the timing of all this has happened, to keep candidates considering LSU as a destination?
Could you ask the question to me? Yeah. We're LSU. My phone is still ringing before this happened. A lot of people, candidates, are still want to come to LSU. It's one of the best jobs in the country. It is the best job in the country at this time, and we're going to find the right person. And I don't see any problems getting the right person to be the head coach at LSU.
Thank you, guys. Congratulations.
Congratulations, buddy.
To OTB, that was the LSU press conference there. Board of Supervisors, Verge Osbury, now the interim athletic director, and there's a lot to get to. So
yeah, a lot to unpack there.
A lot to unpack, writing down some notes and taking a look at, what that was and some of the questions that were asked. And so we'll take a break. We'll try to play catch up. Obviously, it's a 23-minute opening segment because Tate and Alondra did a great job of recognizing that, getting that on the air. So we appreciate y'all having that for us. So we'll break it all down when we come back here. It is OTB live from Rouse's.
Off the bench.
All right, it is always a great time to go for toast. Come hang out with us right here behind us. You can go pick up some ice cold Dos Equis from Rouse's. Kick your feet up. Enjoy the great weather. Go outside. Throw the ball around this weekend. No Tigers are playing, but doesn't mean you can't enjoy a ice cold Dos Equis. It's always a great time, the perfect time, the best time to go for Dos.
That's right. Go for Dos. It's trick-or-treating night. So if you're got some kiddos, got some rugrats you're pushing around the neighborhood, maybe you got a little stroller, well, right underneath that stroller is a perfect place to put a little ice chest full of Dos Equis beer. Have a couple. Do it responsibly. If you're going to do it, if you're going to delete some beers, happy Halloween. Make sure you go to a store and get your Dos Equis, that delicious cold Mexican lager. Go for Dos.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Supreme Jasmine is premium American-grown rice. From local farms to your table, every grain is supreme. Pick up a bag of Jasmine or any other of our Supreme American rice.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Children's School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank.
LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, and welcome back in. OTB here live from Rouse's.
I'm not sweating, you're sweating.
Yeah, we apologize a little bit because we're going to have to play some catch up here on the clock. Obviously, with 25-minute first segment, because look, I had to carry that. Obviously, that was very, very important, and the information that we got. Before we dive into it, I want to remind you about LSU Snacks, the officially licensed snacks of the Tigers. Every bite supports LSU athletes, so you can cheer on the Tigers while enjoying great taste. Try the Win Bar, a blend of crunchy granola, wholesome almonds, and chocolate chips packed with protein and lower in sugar. Or grab Win Bites, gluten-free, bite-sized chocolate chip cookies with the perfect crunch. Find LSU Snacks now at Rouse's or order them online at lsusnacks.com. LSU Snacks, where every bite supports LSU. Go Tigers. All right, Matthew Clayton Flynn.
Okay. I'm out of breath. I don't know about y'all. A lot to unpack from that press conference. I think the major news that everybody was needing to know, wanting to know, that we got the answer right there.
Yeah.
The the interim athletic director now, Verge Osbury, is going to have complete control of the job search and have the authority to make a new hire.
Yeah.
So there's an answer right there we've been talking about for the last couple days.
Does that pretty much say that Verge is the leading candidate to be the athletic director, like it does to me? Because so many times the athletic director is tied to the head coach to the AD, right? It's always, when you get a new AD and the same coach, it's always like, yeah, it was never really his guy. And it's like, yeah, you got to have your guy. It's like, well, if Verge is making the hire, that tells me right now, and just by listening to that press conference and the way they talked about Verge, he's without question the leader in the clubhouse to be the athletic director.
Yeah, it's one of those
Full-time.
situations, because there's a quote here. There's no timeline for hiring a new full-time athletic director.
Yeah.
So there's no timeline for that. So there's certainly, they have nothing in their aspirations that's going to say we need to hire an AD, full-time AD first, for him to pick his own head coach.
Yeah.
So if it ends up being somebody outside of Verge, the coach is already going to be there. He won't be tied to that new head coach. And how appealing is that going to be to a head coach that is wanting to become the new head coach at LSU? If you're going to say, all right, yeah, we're going to hire you, but in a month there's going to be a new AD, so you're not going to be his guy. Like, I don't think that's a great situation. So if they better be getting the language out there saying Verge is going to be the dude.
If
he's hiring you,
if he's making the move, he's hiring you. You need that coach needs to know.
That coach is going to want to know that in stone.
Yeah.
Whether you put it out
Any
there.
coach, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the level of experience they have, the resume that they have. They are going to want to know who is my boss, who is my direct contact, who is the leader of the athletic programs.
Yeah. I mean, for the comparison, the NFL comparison, it's like a head coach knows he's got a short leash if they bring in a new GM and he's the head coach, right? Because it's not his guy. So that was the big news right from the jump, that Verge, he's got control of the job search. They have tasked him. Doesn't matter if the guy's from Louisiana. It doesn't matter what the ties are. He is tasked with finding the best coach in football. And that's his task. And he has the full authority and power to make that decision.
Yeah, that's what we heard. Oh, hey, Richard Dick Dixon behind us. Hey, enjoying breakfast there. All right, hey, little breakfast bar. What's up, Dick Dixon? Don't think we won't put you to work here, bud. So enjoy that breakfast before we put you to work.
The next big news that I saw is there is going to be a committee that's going to have input. I'm assuming, based on the words that they just said, Verge is going to have the final stamp of approval.
Right.
Of course, as the athletic director, but the committee. And this committee is formulated of John Carmouche, who's, I think, the Board of Supervisors Athletic Committee's chair, who is the senior partner of a law firm.
Right.
Ben Bordelon, former player, of course, Bollinger Shipyards, done a lot of great things. Scott Ballard, who we just saw, who's the head of the board.
Supervisors,
E.J. Kuiper, who is the CEO of OLOL. And Verge,
And
then they said one more person.
Man, my phone. He said we're already in talks with that person. My phone hasn't ring yet.
So
I was trying hard to get on that committee. I'm gonna let y'all know. I was really wanting to be on. I wanted somebody that's currently tied into college football nationally, and I'm very fortunate that I get that opportunity on my other show. And I've every coach that is listed, I've had in-person interviews, conversations with them, and I don't know. I want somebody that's kind of tied in to maybe some different areas of the country as well.
Yep. And I don't want to
So I was real when I said I don't
want to put foot in mouth here, okay? Because
we do that every day. What
I'm
do
sure
you mean?
These are great people that are in charge of this committee. Of the names on this list, who on here makes you feel good that they know football coaching?
Right. I'm with you.
Very successful, obviously.
Yeah.
CEO of a hospital, great. Does he know football coaches?
Right.
I have no idea. Scott Ballard, you're the board of supervisors. Great. I know you got your finger on the pulse of Louisiana and politics and all that stuff. Do you know football nationally?
Right.
At an intimate level?
Yep.
Do you know how to look at a man's eye for the football aspect of things?
When he comes in and, hey, here's my coordinators, here's my scheme, here's my plan, here's how I plan to recruit.
Yeah. This John Carmouche guy, I'm sure he does great things. He's a senior partner at a law firm. Same question. Now Verge and Ben Bordelon, yeah, okay, I got it. I don't know, maybe who's this last person? Is it? I don't know. They inviting Saban to be on the board? I have no idea. Is that going to be the football I have no idea. I feel good that Verge is there.
Yeah.
But I don't know what kind of say all these other folks are going to have in a.
It's a very valid question.
Football coaching job search. You want people that know football coaches and coaching to make those decisions.
Yeah, that's what we talked about it right after we took a break. I said, wait a minute, hold up.
Hold on.
Where's the football guy? And again, I'm not saying that that's the only voice, but you want a football voice on there. You want somebody that, understands coaching and been around coaching and understands the dynamics of a team and understands the dynamics of all the things that have to come together to make a great football team. And when he's talking scheme, be it an offense or a defensive coach, hey, we're going to run, this offense, or hey, this is our defensive philosophy. Here's where we like to live. Here's what I'm thinking about hiring for my assistant coaches. Here's what this guy can do in recruiting for us.
And don't get it twisted. I know these guys are way smarter than me.
Well,
and
sure,
way more better. Way
smarter,
better running,
smarter in a lot of things, but not smarter in football.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to get an amalgamation of all these things. That's why you have a committee, because there's a pillar in every single thing, and that's how you stabilize it. Because if you don't have one pillar for this, then the building's going to fall. But if you have it for everything, and Verge is going to be a large portion of that. Verge does know football on a national level. I have many conversations with Verge.
Verge does give me a lot of comfortability for sure. The rest of the committee, maybe not. Well, Ben, not talking about Ben. Just from the football aspect.
Ben played football. Ben knows football, right? But
he's around. Yeah, got it.
We're talking about having an idea of the current landscape of college football, and again, knowing these coaches and understanding these coaches and knowing when they're talking, knowing if it's real or if it's bull stuff.
Bull stuff. Bull mess.
Yeah, boy.
I'm sweating. I know.
Anyway, but let's just say this before we do go. We are extremely happy for Verge that he has this opportunity to make a name for himself, because he loves LSU.
He is a lifer.
He's just like Frank Wilson being the interim coach.
Verge was over there yesterday.
He was over there.
Former
players talking.
Verge wasn't over there. First thing Verge said, I am not here as an administrator right now. I am here as a former LSU Tiger to talk to the current LSU Tigers.
That's right.
Because that's how much he loves this place and cares for this place.
So really happy for him.
No question about it. Verge being there, I am he has paid his dues. We're just talking about the totality of all the people that are coming together to make this decision. All right, I know we are long for a break. We'll take it now. More OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to PelicanRoof.com. PelicanRoof.com, the website for Pelican. Yep, Pelican Roofing. I'll make sure I got that one right in the right order. Woo, there we go.
Pelican.
Yeah,
Pelican. Can hold more than your Pelican.
Oh, I like that.
Thank you.
When you go to the website, top right corner of the website, click on Community. Remember, they got the Veteran Roof Giveaway. So if you want to nominate a veteran, what an incredible deal that they are doing over there. They certainly don't have to do it, but it is something that they want to do. They are in the local communities, in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge, boots on the ground in both. Go to PelicanRoof.com.
That's right, Pelican Roof, PelicanRoof.com. And that veteran giveaway they do, they don't have to do that. They care about Louisiana. They care about the people in Louisiana, the veterans, and it's not something they have to do, but they choose to do it because they love this community. So if you have someone in mind, go to the website, nominate them for that free veteran roof giveaway. Go check them out right there, PelicanRoof.com.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Need security services you can count on? With Veteran Security Services, you're always protected. Locally owned and proudly serving the Gulf Coast, they're not some big national firm chasing profits. They're neighbors protecting neighbors. From petrochemical plants and healthcare facilities to port and maritime operations, Veteran Security delivers reliable protection you can trust. Choose community. Choose confidence. Choose Veteran Security Services. Visit veteransecurityfirm.com.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in. OTB live from Rouse's on Burbank and Lee. Go to allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. Buying new, leasing, renting, everything is available. No matter what you're looking for, your needs are going to be met. If you are looking to rent for the holidays, you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, you got New Year's coming up, and you want something different. Maybe it's something bigger. Maybe it's something better on gas. Whatever the case might be, rent that Toyota today, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. All right, Dick Dixon's going to join us at 9 a.m.
Well, he's got his belly full.
He came and he enjoyed the breakfast bar, and he was just going to come say what's up. We're like, no, you're not.
Sorry, buddy.
You got to get on air. And I don't care that you got to get on air with Hanny in a little bit because you're our boy. You're our teammate. So we're
sorry.
Have Dick Dixon join us at 9.
Oh, guess what? They got cinnamon rolls, French toast, and waffles over there. They got the sweets
Are they
out.
spicing it up for us today?
Spicing it up a little bit.
I think they know that we got a lot going on, and they want us to have happy bellies.
Not to mention, we got our wings and egg rolls right behind us.
That we do, Derek. That we do.
My name is Matt.
Yeah, but that doesn't. The movie line's not Matt. It's Derek.
Okay.
From Step Brothers.
Sure. Right you are. Dale's got a...
Yeah, so why wouldn't you just go with it? You know the line.
LSU football, huh?
God.
So,
all right, what else you got there in those notes, bud?
I got a lot of stuff in the notes. Trying to figure out what to kind of go to next. It did sound like from some of the questioning that there was real no plan, at least that they were prepared to let the public know about what the plan was for the buyout.
Oh, yeah, it was very vague.
It was very vague.
Yeah.
So a lot of this, like, you're not going to hire, they're not going to announce a full-time AD before hiring a coach. You don't really have a plan for the buyout. A lot of this kind of feels like it's fire, ready, aim type situation.
Yeah.
But maybe not. We'll see. I just found that kind of interesting that, it's... If they knew what the buyout is, there's no reason to, not
because it's going to come out.
Right.
Deli's going to get it.
It's going to come out. So that tells me that there is no plan. It's just, but maybe they're not stressed about it because they know it's going to get figured out. Maybe it's one of those type situations.
And again, clock because 25-minute press conference. But I'll say this before we step away and try to play catch up. Whatever the list of coaching candidates is, I just hope that whoever's on the committee realizes that it's different than it's ever been before. The needs of your head coach are different. The understanding of your head coach is different. The way that it was always done before does not work anymore, at least to the level that you want it to, right? Even Coach Saban at the very end, right? It was a little bit different for him. That's why he got out. He didn't like it. He wasn't going to be as successful. Dabo Swinney, he might have won the ACC last year, but it wasn't because they were the best team. Like, they found a way, they got hot, and they won the last game.
It was the ACC.
And it was, I was trying not to say that, but yes, it was the ACC. Look at where they're at this year, because Dabo's stuck in his ways and doesn't want to change with college football. Look at Brian Kelly at LSU. Look at James Franklin at Penn State. All right? Not saying you can't win games, but you can't win trophies. Now, you go to who's dominating right now, and you kind of look at it, and you're like, oh, well, it's either a coach that did it the old way and said, I'll do whatever it takes to catch up with the times and change my ways, still have my identity, but I'll change my ways enough. Kurt Cignetti is a guy that's doing it in the way that you need to. Ryan Day kind of changed some things he was doing. He's now in that. Mike Elko does that. Dan Lanning does that. Kirby changed some of the things he was doing. Lane certainly has found a way to be successful in this current time. Brent Key, Marcus Freeman at Notre Dame, and we can continue to go down the list. Josh Heupel at Tennessee. The game's different right now, and whoever's on the board, committee, whatever, I hope they realize that. I hope they realize that it's no longer the coach that 10 years ago would have been the home run. 5 years ago, that would have been the home run. Okay? There's multiple ways to be successful, but it starts with the head coach, and a head coach that understands where we're currently at.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say we're, I mean college football, the way it's moving forward. And
yeah, it's a different time. I mean, it's
and Verge, look, Verge sees Marcus Freeman all the time. Verge has a son that plays for Notre Dame. So Verge sees the way Marcus Freeman goes about his business on a weekly basis.
Verge has been around a long time, and he gets it. He understands it. And hopefully he understands kind of what needs to be next, and just kind of like kind of what you said. And I think what you're saying right now is what a lot of people are feeling, and I'm hoping that's what this committee that's put together is also feeling. Now, feelings aside, got to be able to go find that person and decipher that person from a long list of people. You're going to get thrown a lot of different names out. Can you go through there? Can you do your own recruiting on or analysis of a coach and figure that out? Because I think we're all feeling and saying and doing the same thing. We all feel the same way about what needs to be done. Now, you just got to go in and find that person and then have the right people to negotiate that contract.
All right, we'll play catch up. We'll take a break. More OTB when we come back live from Rouse's.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com. Gordon McKernan, injury attorneys. Go to the website today. Have a chat right there live, front page of the website. You can also see cases they can handle for you, past client results in the courtroom. Always remember, you can see what they're doing on social media. At Get Gordon's always going to be the handle there on all major social media. And if you want to pick up the phone and give them a call, have a conversation anywhere in the state of Louisiana, it is your area code followed by 888-8888. Get Gordon and get it done.
That's right. Anywhere in Louisiana, no matter, if you're in the northwest, southeast, south, what doesn't matter what part of the state you're on, call 888-8888 if you've been injured. So if you've been injured, it's not your fault. There are people out there. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys can fight for you. Get what you deserve, so give them a call today. We've seen the billboards. We know all that stuff. Sometimes they use a lot of humor in those billboards, but what they do is serious on a day-to-day basis. So if you've been hurt, give them a call. Let them fight for you. GetGordon.com.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Every winner knows a great play starts with a solid game plan. and the right team by your side. At Sunshine, we're here to keep your operation running strong. From tractors to harvesters, we've got the John Deere equipment you need to tackle every job with confidence. Because when the work's done right, there's more time for the things that matter, like cheering on your favorite team. Make Sunshine Quality Solutions part of your playbook this season and learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
Raising Cane's is our victory meal.
Football fans are some of the most dedicated fans in sports. It's a fundamental quality we share, and that fuels every single order of our hand-battered chicken fingers. Wherever there's football, there's Raising Cane's.
One love. Let's go.
Mornings with Brian Haldane is the only live and local talk show in the capital city. Get the news from the newsmakers, along with traffic and weather updates throughout the morning. The conversation starts weekday mornings at 6 on Talk 107.3.
Supreme Jasmine is premium American-grown rice. From local farms to your table, every grain is supreme. Pick up a bag of Jasmine or any other of our Supreme American rice.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com.
Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead?
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here live from Rouse's on Burbank and Lee. One of the things we haven't talked about yet, so last night LSU women's basketball had an exhibition game, and Coach Kim Mulkey was not at the press conference. And, you know, they didn't really try to hide it. Said she's not here because she's heartbroken that Scott Woodward was let go as the athletic director.
Yeah, that's a big statement.
Yeah, to not show up, yeah.
Yeah, to not show up.
For sure. Mm-hmm. And obviously, you know, Kim Mulkey, national championship winning head coach, and somebody Scott brought in here. And you can say what you want. Like, she didn't go to LSU. Everybody's like, oh, that was an easy choice. She didn't go to LSU. She went to Louisiana Tech. She's not from Baton Rouge. She's from Louisiana for sure.
Yeah. And she
had a pretty successful thing at Baylor.
Yeah, she was an institution there. Like, trying to pull her away took some doing. And it took some skill, and it took a relationship there that I'm sure they had a wonderful relationship if she's not doing a press conference after an exhibition because of saying she was heartbroken. So, I mean, there's a lot, man. It's a lot. So when you start talking about this, it's easy to talk about this from a performance-based standpoint. It's easy to talk about this from a fan standpoint of just saying we want the best, which is great, and we should have the best. But we always have to keep in mind that these are actual human beings that we're talking about. Yeah. These are human beings, families, their lives, they uproot and of course, everybody's compensated well for it, so we're not asking anyone to feel sorry for anybody, certainly. But just keep in mind that there's a human element to all of these decisions. And like I said yesterday, we went over there, Jake and I did yesterday at their LSU's workout at the football facility. There is a group of great people over there.
For sure.
As crazy as all this other stuff sounds, that is probably more stable than it has been in a long time. That building over there.
That's actually incredibly fair because I've been in there.
What we care about. Yeah. They got to finish out this season, and that thing is more stable than it has been, and it's awesome. And they are galvanizing. That energy we felt yesterday was great, but it was a building full of people that have uncertain futures. There's a building full of people, like I said yesterday, that don't know where their kids are going to be going to school in January. Maybe it's here, maybe it's not. But everybody signs up for it. Again, I don't want to feel sorry for anybody, but that's just what it is. There's a human element to all of this, and I think it's just wise for us all to kind of step back, take a deep breath, and just realize that, just remember that there's human beings involved here.
Yeah. And I'd like to tell you that it doesn't look messy right now. I think I'd be lying to you. I think it does. There's a lot going on at the same time, and everything's in fast forward right now. And there's just not been a situation that I can remember that's ever played out like this. And I know it's unique circumstances with having no leadership right now, but it does feel like a spiral right now.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to find a way to shore some of these things up and create a structure and create some foundation, because right now, like, you feel like you're about, on the verge of, collapsing here if you don't kind of get some stabilization to it. So
yeah, and change brings about,
it does,
uncertainty and a little bit of that craziness. But I can tell you the waters are stable over there at the football ops building.
All right, hour 3, Dick Dixon joins us here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to KTOZBlinds.com, KTOZBlinds.com, K2Z Interiors and Outdoor Living in Baton Rouge, in Lafayette, on the North Shore. They have got you covered. And honestly, throughout the state of Louisiana, give them a call. Chances are they can help you out. That's inside, that's outside, that's interior and outdoor living. And sometimes, like in my case, it is both. So have Brandon Barton and the team come out to your space. They're going to know your space, learn your space, and be able to help you in any situation. KTOZBlinds.com.
That's right, K2Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. I think we could all say we want our house to be more efficient. I think we can also say that we want our house to look better. Well, at K2Z, they can do both those things. They can help. They can come into your house and know your house, know your space better than you will. They can handle everything to cover those windows. And, oh, yeah, motorized power shades for your outdoor living space. Go see them right now, K2ZBlinds.com.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Mornings with Brian Haldane is the only live and local talk show in the capital city. Get the news from the newsmakers, along with traffic and weather updates throughout the morning. The conversation starts weekday mornings at 6 on Talk 107.3.
Raising Cane's is our victory meal.
Football fans are some of the most dedicated fans in sports. It's a fundamental quality we share, and that fuels every single order of our hand-battered chicken fingers. Wherever there's football, there's Raising Cane's.
One love. Let's go.
Banking on the go? Our mobile app makes it effortless. But at Campus Federal, you're more than just an account number. We build relationships with our members, supporting you from saving for college to owning your first home. If you're buying a car, planning a home renovation, or a vacation, we're here to help. Campus Federal Credit Union, your trusted financial partner for every stage of life. Start your journey today.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Good morning. It's at 9 a.m. here on Friday, October 31st. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect sunny skies with a high of 70 in hour 3 of a Halloween edition of Off the Bench. Former LSU Tiger Richard Dixon hops on the show, and we'll talk a little Saints versus Rams. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN, and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from Rouse's on Burbank and Lee, starts now.
Welcome into Off the Bench, presented by All-Star Toyota.
Ooh, you're scary.
We're bringing you the spookiest sports talk in town. With Jacob, Hester, and Matt Flynn.
Terrifying and terrible.
Live from the haunted
Raising Cane's
studio, here's Jacob, Hester, and
Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here live from Rouse's on Burbank and Lee. And we're going to be joined now by our teammate, former number 18, Mr. Richard Dick Dixon here on the show. What's up, Dick? How we doing?
Doing good, guys. What's going on?
Is he on 3? Yep. Let's try that again.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Awesome.
Hey, there we go. Look at me. I pushed the right button.
Have you ever done live radio before?
Yeah, a couple times.
Got it.
This is a little throwback. A little throwback to nighttime radio here, Bowles.
Nighttime, probably the most fun on Fridays I ever had. Was doing that show. Was it this BR Social?
Yeah, Red
right.
Stick. Red Stick Social. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was a 2-hour show.
Yeah.
And then we would
1
do
to 3, maybe
12 beers consumed.
I don't know, something like that.
We just drink a bunch of beers.
Yeah.
And our families come see us, and they run and play.
Bowl and do all
That's
that
true.
stuff.
That was
Can we do
fun.
that again?
Yeah, can we do that again? Maybe. I don't know if the morning time the same vibe.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Beers don't go down as good this early.
Well, and not to mention, it was 2019.
Was it that year?
It was that year.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Everything was fun then.
Fridays were a vibe.
Yeah, that's true.
In 2019.
That's true.
Oh, the good old days.
That was fun. And like it was the only time that I guess because we were doing night radio, it's like, oh, they're letting out this version of this show during the day? Oh, good luck.
The best part about that night show is, me and Matt would probably get together about 5, go have a margarita or something, talk about it a little bit, then come into the show fresh.
You had to get ready.
Yeah, we was ready to go.
Yeah, you had to loosen the lips a little bit.
You might need a Dos Equis or two after what's going on here at LSU. And look, I know you're going to be with Hanny a little bit later on, and I'm sure Hanny, lifelong LSU fan, certainly got some thoughts, but you heard a little bit of the press conference. You know what's going on as well, and we've talked about it. It's, the stability right now doesn't look great, but what are your feelings?
Man, I just always have the feeling that, we might mess up. There might be an era of issues, but we always bounce back.
Right.
There's so much talent here. There's so much people that love the sport, love LSU, want it to be great, that I think it shows that when they're willing to pay $54 million after 4 years to get rid of the guy and bring in whoever we need to do.
Yeah, you're kind of in a situation where, this is LSU, and they started out that press conference by saying, look, LSU athletics is not broken. We're in a little bit of troubled waters right here. It's a little bit of turmoil, uncertainty. Change always brings in
it's really
a little bit of unrest.
It's with
just football.
It's just football.
Men's basketball obviously has to play better, but the situation that you had, that one you can kind of understand because of we all thought that you were going to get some sanctions. Right? So, it's just football. Now, football's the main one, to your point, but it's like the athletic program isn't broken.
Well, that's why I don't like when they're saying LSU athletics. I'm like, look, it's football. We won a national championship in baseball last year. Basketball's won one recently. Baseball's won 2. Gymnastics won 1. LSU athletics is great.
Yeah.
It's just we're in a 3.5 year
Yep.
hole with football.
Yeah, and football's obviously the main thing because that's the sport that mostly gets. So if football is unhealthy, everything else
that's the revenue generator.
It's the revenue generator. And when it comes down to it, at a state school, like it's all about money, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter, like we were talking about women's basketball. Awesome. It's been so great. Kim Mulkey coming here has been amazing for that sport. But even the year they won the national championship, they lost almost $10 million in revenue. Just because, you got salaries, you got a bunch of coaches, you got all this and that. So, like, if football's unhealthy, that overshadows every good that you can do.
Yeah, I mean,
and if football is healthy, it hides a lot of things. How many programs could we go to that were like, man, their athletic department as a whole sucks, but their football's great.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like everything else, baseball, softball, basketball is all horrible.
But it also seems when football's great, other teams do really well. You know what I mean?
Well, everybody
that's where the money
benefits,
is,
right?
you know?
I know. And it's crazy to think, though, like in an athletic department that is as amazing as LSU is. Like you look at, you had the documentaries about the NIL. You get a national championship in baseball with the guy that Scott Woodward hired. You get it 4 months ago. And then all of a sudden, how crazy football is, you lose 3 games against really good teams. And then all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose.
I was talking to Hanny about this. I mean, my freshman year, we started the season 3-2, and everything. I don't remember anybody panicking. Like nobody was freaking out. It was just, we lost the close game at Auburn, and then I think we lost to Florida. But we were 3-2, and everybody was like, okay, we still go to the Sugar Bowl.
Yep. We ended that season. If there was a playoff,
we'd have been.
We'd have won the national championship.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to play us.
We killed Notre Dame and those dweebs.
Nerds.
Quinn and Samard or whatever his name
don't
was.
say Tom Zivikowski, though, because he was a Golden Glove boxer.
I wouldn't have messed with him.
Nerd. Nice.
I forgot Jeff Samardz's on that team. That's
You're
true.
right. He is a dweeb, too.
I just remember meeting them on Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
And them, like, trying to big league us. And I was like, oh, we're going to kill you.
Yeah. I remember that exact moment as well. You're right about that. Like, that's funny. Like, there wasn't a panic because, it's the way we lost the games, too, though. And it's the way we lost games. Like, they were hard-fought games. Yeah. And Florida won the national championship that year. And
really, that was just a bad game. I mean, I think Jamarcus had 3 or 4 picks in the game. We fumbled the kickoff on the one coming out the half. I mean, there were so many things that just happened
Jamarcus fumbled on the 1 yard line on first down after we were in a fullback belly. I think I thought I got in.
Why didn't you score?
I still think I did. Go back and pull up the tape, 2006. But we were like, oh, it's fine. We're first and goal from the 1, and we got a giant at quarterback. We'll just sneak it. It's fine. And he fumbled. And then Percy Harvin, I think, went the other way for a touchdown or something like that. So
everything's going to be fine. The team was stacked.
To the whole point of that, though, it's like what happened Saturday in Tiger Stadium. Like, I know for me, we lost 2 games, I believe, in Tiger Stadium my entire 4 years. Tennessee overtime on a Monday night during Katrina, and then triple overtime versus Arkansas. So both overtime losses. It's not only that you were losing games, it was the way you were losing games. Vanderbilt, you got big boyed. You got bullied by Vanderbilt, right? And you go back and you look at the Ole Miss game. Like, that game had so many things in it that you just didn't do right, and that are coaching points. And then you got ran over, and you had no answers for Texas A&M for the second year in a row. 66-13. Outside of the last drive, you had 14 yards of offense. Like, that's why, like, that was to a point of no return.
Harlan Berry averages 7 yards a carry in the first half and gets 1 carry in the second half.
Yeah, those are egregious things.
Those are egregious things.
Yeah.
Those are fireable offenses, and he got fired.
LSU hasn't looked tough in years. Like, the last couple of years, they haven't looked tough. I go back to, and this is coaching and scheme and everything, but last year's O-line had 4 guys drafted.
Yep.
I don't think we ran the ball good at all last year. Year before, I mean, the whole Brian Kelly era, we were not tough up front. I mean, we had good guys.
Which was the thing that was most surprising.
But if you go back, the only time we were good was when Jaden Daniels was scrambling. I mean,
for sure.
That's where the entire run game in the Brian Kelly era was. Outside of that, we don't have a running back that went over 1,000.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. He came from Notre Dame. Notre Dame is obviously not tough. They stink.
But you always I
say it jokingly.
But they've had offensive linemen and tight ends, and still do, that he coached there, that are still playing at a high level. And so, you just assume that was going to be the thing that from the get-go, if anything is shored up, it's going to be that, and it just never was.
But we excused a lot of things, too, because his name Brian Kelly and that he was a wingers coach. I mean, I've heard for 4 years that the dude was not around in the evenings. He walked off the practice field, went home. He left it up to his coach to do everything, and we're like, oh, maybe that's the way he did it. I mean, he's a wingers active coach. I think there's a lot of things we excused and just kind of made excuses for, and we're like, okay, well, that's the way he does it. But when it's all over, I'm like, thank God, because I wanted to freaking scream every time.
So there's people here at the station that they want to know that information. Like those are things like I didn't ever seek that information of those things. But now, like you're saying, like you're starting to hear that. But I can tell you from experience, Matt and I went to practice this training camp. And when they called it up, we were like, what are they doing? It's like, no, practice is over. We're like, wait, what?
Is this like a mid-practice?
We thought it was like a mid-practice, like, hey, we got to turn the intensity up. Hey, we got to finish strong. And they're like, no, it's over. And we're like, the practice is over during training camp? I felt like we were out there for what, an hour and 15 minutes?
Maybe. That includes like individual periods, and it was wild.
And there were some old heads out there that we were like, hey, this is over, and they were like,
you're not dragging bodies into the shower to cool them down right now?
It was training, and of course, you're always going to have those.
You don't have 25 people hooked to an IV right now. What's going on?
You're going to have those pullback days, of course, like rest and recovery days. But we were asking around, like, is this like normal? And then they'd roll their eyes and be like, yeah, pretty normal. Anyway.
I know the game's changed. I know the sport's changed.
That's right. Like that's why we don't say like that's why like
that's what I just assumed.
That's why it's not like alarming to us at the time. We're like okay, well the game's changed. It looks more like an NFL practice. I get that. That's fine. Let's just see what the product is on the field. Maybe it's exactly what they need.
I mean, I go back to our toughest years. I mean, it's probably before 07. Do you remember when? No, it was 06 when Pelini and Jimbo got mad at each other, and we're running that scrimmage.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then we run like a 108 play scrimmage. Then we line up and run freaking 20-something 40s because they're getting mad at each other, calling out different people.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was the toughness.
It was so bad they had to apologize.
They apologized in the team meeting that night. They're like, "Hey guys, it's sorry though. We let ourselves."
We were so damn gritty.
We didn't know any better. We still ran every sprint.
Before you got here, this is back my freshman year. Matt will remember this. I mean, we had a practice. We were like in period 8. And it was training camp, old school two-a-days, and we had a break. And during the breaks, we had like these tents that had water and Gatorade and fruit and whatever. And Coach Saban was like, y'all need to hurry up with the fruit. Hurry up with the fruit. Y'all are taking too long. Like, y'all need to go ahead and get out of here. We're ready to practice again. And everybody's peeling their oranges and doing different things. He's like, all right, blow the whistle. Start it over. And we're like, oh, start period 8 over. He goes, no. The whole effing thing, and we had to go back to the entrance
of the field.
Jog back run back on, start warm up again, dynamic warm up, stretching, and we started the whole practice over at period 8 during training camp.
Guess what? We never took our time with the fruit after that.
Went through it quick.
That was pre my high when it was a little bit harder to get hydrated.
Yeah, I was
plums.
Like,
there's a lot of plums out there.
That's when cramping was just a part of life.
Yeah, it's like, do y'all have any apples I can just bite into and don't have to peel?
Give you some salt pills and pickle juice.
Oh, Lord. So what do you think, bud? What do you think about the coaching search? Like, who's kind of got who's the apple of your eye right now?
Man, this is such a confusing one for me. It's not my money, and I'm thinking about money. That's the weirdest part. I'm like, oh, yeah, how you going to do this?
Not going to affect me any.
But, I mean.
The governor said it would.
Yeah, well, okay. I just don't understand. Like, okay, you can go get big names. But what is a big name going to cost? That's $130 million, in my opinion. Like $130 million. I mean, you're not getting another guy for $100 million, 10 year, whatever. Those guys are going to want 13 for 10. And so, do you go down that route? I just don't see. It's a special person. There's not a lot of Nick Sabans out there that you can come to work and get up. My alarm goes off at 5. I might hit snooze. If the worst thing's going to happen to me, I get $54 million. Like, I don't know how you motivate yourself.
Great point.
And I just don't know. Like, there's certain people that can do it, and you can go vet that and determine that you can give them the money and their work ethic doesn't change.
Jay Johnson.
Yeah, like a Jay Johnson. But I just don't know how you go give somebody these guaranteed contracts and they're going to get up and bust their ass every day to be the best they can be.
Guaranteed contracts for somebody who's never stepped foot on this campus, other than like playing against LSU probably or coaching against them. So like take for Texas A&M, for example, like Mike Elko. I think if they continue on their path, he will deserve to get a contract extension there because he's done it. They know the man. They understand.
He's put in the work. They've seen it.
Put in the work, and they'll probably you would trust them to vet it. Like we believe that if we give this to him, he's not going to change.
Yeah,
right.
But for a man that's never stepped foot on a campus wearing the LSU logo anywhere on their body, like it's hard to give somebody that kind of guarantee.
They don't deserve that.
Make them earn it and then extend them. Like there has to be like
just like players.
I mean, it's just like
a player.
It's just like anything in life. Like you want to strive for. There's a goal you have in mind to be successful. And if you just get that goal on the front end, like, okay, work for it, prove yourself, and then we'll sign you to that goal.
Yeah.
Of course, compensate them.
Yeah.
Like, you got to compensate, blah, blah, blah. But, like, a guaranteed $100 million for somebody that's never put on those 3 letters is a hard one for people to swallow.
It is. And for me, like, I know we're going to get into the whole money and everything, but this whole era of football, you give a high school kid $1 million. Does he understand what it takes to get there? Like, when I was in high school, I remember coming up to campus 2 weeks early to work out with the team just because I wanted to know what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
And, like, I was running every night and just, not sleeping. I was nervous, trying to grind the whole time. And now you got kids that are getting $1 million out of high school. How many five-star guys I signed with or played with that never touched the field?
Oh, yeah.
Those are the guys getting $1 million, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, exactly.
more than didn't felt like.
So when I think about that, I'm like, okay, this five-star guy, things haven't changed in recruiting.
Right.
But because he's five-star, he's getting $1 million, and that guy might never touch the field.
Yeah. That's the times that we're in. And, man, you see it across the country, and you see it across, every conference, every major team, it feels like. And we talk about it from players, but that's right. That's a great point about coaches. Like, if you know you got $54 million regardless, you might hit snooze or you might go home a little bit early. And that's why you got to find the guy. That's why you got to find your Brent Key, who I said this, and you would love him. I mean, he is like your kind of guy. The guy always looks like he's ready to fight.
Yeah.
Like, even in a good situation, he looks like he's looking around, like looking to fight somebody. That's a guy that doesn't hit snooze.
Those are the guys I want to be with.
Exactly. He doesn't know what a snooze button is.
Like, okay, so, and this is a little bit crazier, but did you hear about any fights in camp this year? Like,
no.
We got in a fist fight every day.
You got to fight a little bit.
The offensive line, defensive line, we loved each other off the field. Everybody's hugs. But I threw punches every day.
Yeah. I mean, you want to hear something funny? They had the young guys go, little Tiger Bowl, Frank's first practice.
They brought the young guys go back.
Heard there was a little bit of a fight.
Thank you. You need that. Let's go. Because the amount of times I
there's a little bit of a scrum.
You got to have that. I mean, there's a little bit of bad boy you have to be a guy that I want in the trenches with me. Most of the guys that play with me, I've seen them fight. But that's the character that they had, and we were not going to let anybody beat us up. The amount of times I've seen Garrett and Nussmeier get destroyed, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's okay, buddy. We're just going to pick." Like,
dude,
that to me.
If somebody hit...
I would have shoved somebody.
If somebody hit Nuss like they're hitting him right now, like, we're fighting.
Every time. Like,
we're fighting.
I said it in pregame.
That guy doing that little dance for Texas A&M, I'm getting 15 yards.
Yeah, well, I said it in pregame. I forget which game it was.
If he'd have hit this big dope like that, like, I'm fighting him.
That's what I told Charlie. I said, look,
I would have gone down.
We need a couple personal fouls. Like, I don't see the edginess of these guys, like, allowing people to push them around. Yes.
Like, you see Mansour Delane out there talking his talk and then walking the walk, too. Like, we need that from more people.
And that's probably the most frustrating thing to me about this culture. The guys who are playing like dogs and the guys that remind me of LSU Tigers were not here last year.
When we talked to the team yesterday, who did I call out? A.J. Hawsey, Tamarcus Cooley, and Mansour Delane. I said, how long y'all been here? 3 months. I was like,
a couple months, they said.
A couple months. I'm like, okay, well, y'all are the dogs. Y'all fight your ass off every single play. And I said it as a statement to, you don't have to be from Louisiana. You don't have to be here 4 years. They've been here 4 months.
Yeah.
And they got the right dog in them.
It's a mentality. And I just think that, wherever they came from, wherever they were still playing with that edge, practicing with that edge, preparing with that edge. And they brought it here with guys that didn't have it.
You got to be put in position to kick somebody's ass, too.
Yeah.
Like, when the offensive linemen, when they're not asked to traditionally run block, what foot do you have to stand on to talk trash and then have that alpha mentality? When they have to zone block in a pass set, like, what are you going to do? You're hand fighting people the whole time. You're belly bumping people. Get rid of that. Like, we did some really good things in the run game against A&M in the first half. Really good things. We kicked some ass in that thing. Okay, and so they have to get back to that to give those guys some confidence, man. I see an offense right now playing with no confidence because the play calling's been awful. The game plan's been awful. Well, we're past that now. Okay, we got rid of that. Okay, so fix it. Do what you did successfully in the first half of the A&M game. Nussmeier, play with confidence. Call some normal pass plays.
Call some normal concepts.
I got 100 high schools out here in Louisiana right now that are running pass plays that attack the middle of the field and stretch zones out in the middle of the field. Do that. Let your offense gain some confidence, and then you can try. Maybe they got that sway. Maybe they got that dog in them. They just haven't been able to let it out.
Yeah, I mean, get to different levels of the field. I mean, for me, y'all break down the film. I watch the film on Sundays, and it is so frustrating. Usually, about every Saturday night, I'm very mad, And then, I haven't felt good in a win this year. Like, that's when
we
you
say
know
that all the time.
It's been no fun to watch that.
You don't feel good in a win, and I have to call Matt because I got about an hour before I get on there, and I complain and whine and vet it all off before I get on there and drop a few F-bombs or something. So I got to get it out of my system. But I try to tell people all the time, this doesn't leave you. I haven't played for LSU since 2009, and I get just as mad, just as frustrated. I care just as much as I did when I was playing.
No doubt. No question about it. And that's what it should be. And that's what the person that is here needs to have. Even if they didn't play here, coach here, work here, grew up, I don't care. Just have that. Just have that, right? I had it for the Chargers when I got there. Matt had it for the Packers. You had it for the Lions because that's who we are. That's what we're going to be. That was our team. That was our teammates. And that's what the goal was to be there and to be the best we could and be the best teammate and work our ass off every single day. And that's everybody. I'm not talking to the players, I'm talking to the coaches, support staff, everybody in that building. We saw that yesterday. Would have loved to see you. It's a little too early for you there, bud?
Well, no, Alex was throwing up. I had to take the kids to school. I was supposed to be there.
No. But I think we're going to do it I think Frank wants to do it every
Thursday,
I think.
I think it's the afternoons, though.
Afternoons, okay.
Yeah, because
go back to afternoon practice.
Well, it was bye week.
Okay,
It was bye week. They're afternoon practice.
Guys, y'all doing a lot of complaining. Y'all sound real spoiled right now.
Do not get me started on the spoiled
Y'all
stuff.
are so spoiled.
The first, when y'all first started doing morning show, how often was Matt late because he said he couldn't get out of bed?
Matt was never late.
Not the new Matt.
The old Matt.
He's a grown-up now.
Yeah.
But the real Matt before that.
Don't you put that on me,
a lot.
I remember us sitting here one day.
And he came on at 8. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember us sitting here one day, and he's like, my New Year's resolution is to have my feet out the bed by 7:30.
Yeah, no, it was before 7. Feet on the floor.
All right. We got to take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from Rouse's.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GoTommys.com, GEAUX, Tommys.com. Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. Award-winning year after year after year after year after year. Also, go to GoBearded.com. They've got a great competition going on, and you can enter. I mean, it's beard.
You have less of a mustache than you used to.
Yeah. I went down. I evened it out.
Okay.
So, because I'm a grown man, and I can grow it back in 3 days.
Ooh.
Yeah, no big deal.
Spoiled.
Thanks for the facial hair,
Spoiled.
Joey. But you can go enter the contest, GoBearded.com, GoBearded.com.
That's right. Go to GoTommys. If you got a project, they are the best in Louisiana. Windows, doors, siding, whatever it is. If you talk to them, if you get them to work on your project, they're going to give you a full lifetime warranty on anything that they install right there. So if you got a project, make sure you call them. I know you might get a couple of prices, might talk to a couple of different contractors. Make sure Tommy's is one of them so they can prove to you that they are truly the best. Go check out their gallery work right there. GoTommys.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Banking on the go? Our mobile app makes it effortless. But at Campus Federal, you're more than just an account number. We build relationships with our members, supporting you from saving for college to owning your first home. If you're buying a car, planning a home renovation, or a vacation, we're here to help. Campus Federal Credit Union, your trusted financial partner for every stage.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from Rouse's on Burbank and Lee. We want to remind you about Campus Federal Credit Union. And go to the website today. Remember, they've got different checking accounts, and they're going to have one for you. So multiple options, not just one checking account, and you hope that your needs are met. They're always going to be met over at Campus Federal, Louisiana through and through, Shreveport, Baton Rouge, and New Orleans. Go to the website today. Check out those checking accounts. Sign up for your checking account, campusfederal.org. All right, we got Dick Dixon for one more segment. So, Hanny, if he's late to Rufino's, that's on us. That's our bad right here. Hand up.
My bad.
Go ahead and raise the hand there.
Yeah, that's on Richard.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Hey, someone called the store a second ago. Someone called the store to ask about Mile High. They called it Mile High when they called in, but they asked about Mile High.
I like Mile High's got a good name.
Not bad.
It's actually really good.
Not terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said, can you take it every day? Absolutely. It's a food. It is a food. It's not like it's not a supplementation. It's not like a vitamin situation. It's all about minerals. It's all about electrolytes.
Yeah.
So hydrate. Hydrate every day.
We should drink it all day at your house.
Absolutely. My kids drink 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them.
Yeah, we have a regimen we stay on for game day for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We go zero sugar during the day, then we go sugar before the game.
That's right.
Is that right? Is that we doing that right?
Yeah.
DrinkMyHigh.com. Come pick it up at Rouse's as well.
Hey, thanks for this card. Check this out.
That's so sweet.
Jake gave me this card today.
You know, so I was looking at the
Shout out
stats.
Troy Aikman.
And it's so crazy. Just
I know, right?
The guy that, I fell in love with football watching was Troy Aikman. And then.
Oh, yeah, you grew up in Dallas. That's right.
Yeah. And then so now I'm like, I think about quarterback stats and what I think is good. I go back and watch our games. I'm like, yeah, Matt was 17 for 22 or 170 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That was a hell of a game. Hell of a game, kid.
Now I'm like, oh, you dude didn't even throw for 300.
Wait, 52% passing? Nice,
Well, look
dude.
at Troy Aikman, the Hall of Famer.
Nice, bro.
He's got a damn near 1-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio.
Yeah.
A 61% completion rating.
For 61 back then was probably actually pretty high.
Yeah, but
now
career
it's not good.
165 touchdowns to 141 interceptions, and he was the greatest quarterback of all time.
Damn right he was. Career 78 concussions. Anyway, thanks for this. I love my 90s Cowboys and my 90s Rangers cards.
I love that cards are coming back. Because that was a childhood deal. Like, I had binders for cards when I was a kid. And I used to have them like labeled by teams and sports and everything. And now my son's like, Dad, can you go get me some baseball cards? I'm like, let's go get 5 of them. I don't care.
Let's do it.
Yeah, me and Matt might dabble.
We dabble.
We dabble a little bit in sports cards. Yeah.
Anyway.
Ooh.
Y'all still trying to turn a profit on the sports cards.
Yeah, we are. I'm doing good. Doing good. Matt,
it's not gambling; it's investing. But
it's investing.
That's true. You actually do get something back.
You do get something
where
back.
You don't
lose it all.
You're gambling.
Well, my son doesn't because they're all thrown underneath his bed and stuff.
That's true. That's true.
Oh Lord, he likes the baseball.
He likes the baseball. He likes anything that he likes the Lions. Like I've been texting Kelvin, and I'm like, 'cause my son's team, we play flag. We're the Lions, and he loves being involved with that. So when I show him somebody on TV that that I'm talking to or friends with, he gets all fired up.
Oh yeah,
about
for sure. That's why my son pulled like an Aaron Rodgers card. I took it. I was like, hey, take a picture with it. Oh, and I sent it to him, and Aaron sends back a response or something. I'm like, hey, that's it. And he's like, what? Wait, you didn't get my good side, Dad.
All right, right, before we let you go, we got to get like your list of who you want to see. Like, it doesn't have to be getting the job. Just
He
give
just
me.
said he texted with Kelvin.
I don't know. Give me like 3 names that if you said, okay, these 3 guys, I want them in front of that committee that we just heard. That is, was it 5 members, 5-member committee that they have, and I want these 3 names to be at least, having a conversation with them, and then they can choose the best one.
So if you're going to go pull out the checkbook and do all the things that we talked about they're not going to do, it's a Lane type deal. I mean, I like Lane. I like his personality. I like the way he runs the offense. I don't think that's very likely. I mean, it could be. I know that he's the big name out there. I can't give you 3. It's Kelvin after that. I mean, I know he's young, only been coaching 5 years, but I know that he's a football genius. Like, I've been in the film room with him. Like, I've watched him on the field. I've watched him command the defense. I used to have to argue with him and fight him at practice because we couldn't run plays in practice because he would tell the whole defense what we're about to do. Like, he was that type of player that he's calling, hey, they're running to the right, they're doing this, it's going to be a stretch. Like, he just knows football. And I think in this day and age, young, youthful guys that understand the game, that understand the tradition, have the passion for it, are not as far away from these, these football gods that we've looked at over the years.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you see it. You've seen it at all levels. The young coach, Sean McVay, was 30 years old when he took the job with the Rams. I mean, you've seen it. You see it all. I mean, how old is Dillingham? He can't be.
Kenny's 34, 35, I believe.
Yeah.
Who's the Arizona State coach is 35.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He's
Yeah,
35.
Kenny Dillingham, yeah.
And the other name people throw out is, Joe Brady, which, I like what Joe did in 2019. But people forget he parlayed that into a job at Carolina Panthers and got fired. Like, when he's been great, he had Joe Burrow and Josh Allen.
If you're reaching up to NFL coordinator, Kelvin's the answer.
Yeah,
like, if
100%.
I mean, he's the answer.
Certainly because Joe Brady's not been a head coach.
No.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think Kelvin has done more with less in the NFL, whereas, Joe Brady has, he's in charge of an offense with a once-in-a-lifetime quarterback.
Yeah.
I walked into Rouse's this morning at 6:35, 6:40, and I wasn't 100% sure about if Kelvin was the right answer. I'm going to leave here a little bit more confident that Kelvin could be a guy that needs to be strongly considered. And I don't know if he's the right answer or not, but he certainly needs to be.
You have to have a conversation with him.
I mean,
I don't know who the right answer is. Let me make that perfectly clear. The Lane thing doesn't, excite me.
Yeah. But when you're talking about going and getting somebody, that's the only one. And I'm not in that book. I've known Kelvin since I was 17 years old, and I know the type of dude he is. I know how he works, and to me, it's all about come here with wherever the expectations, the passion, that I could see Kelvin not leaving that room, not leaving that building until he gets things right.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, he's certainly a name that I would have a conversation with.
I love Kelvin.
And that's who you need.
Daddy.
Well, like whatever that coach is, that's what you need. You need a guy that's going to lock himself in the building until it's right. And then when it's right, he doesn't change his ways. He just continues to work. Brent Key, like a guy at Georgia Tech, like we talked about. I got a best friend that's on that staff, right? He called me the other night, like at 8:30, to get an update on what's going on. He's like, "What's going on down there?" One of those deals. And it was 8:30 at night, and I'm like, "I'm, watching football, watching my son. What's up?" He goes, "Oh, we just took a break." So what do you mean? He's like, "Yeah, we just took a break from third downs. We're gonna go into red zone here in a little bit." It was 8:30 at night. They're in the building.
Well, I mean, think about I remember coming home. We all used to live over there down Brightside. And we go to a bar or go to walk-ons, and not super late, but go have beers and headed home at 11 o'clock, and you had to drive past the stadium, and you saw all the coaches there.
Yeah.
Which you garnered respect for that. Like, we're out here, we put in the work in the day, busted our butts. We went to go have a few beers, and I can remember, Pelini, Miles, Henson, all the coaches were still there at 11 o'clock at night. And so when I got up in the morning, I didn't feel bad that I'm tired and had to get up. Like, these guys have been freaking busting their butts till midnight.
Yep, no question about it. All right, we got to let Dick Dixon go. He's got to get all the way to Rufino's to get to the show with Haney.
Do you have a line pick? You want to be part of the pontoon parlay this weekend?
Yeah.
You got a pick?
I never looked at the schedule.
Well, how about you do this? How about you look at it while you're parked, not driving, wink, wink, and you give us the pick, and you just text it to us.
It can wait, bud.
All right, we'll have this as a guest picker.
In just a minute.
All right, we appreciate it. All right, we will step away. More OTB when we come back here live from Rouse's on Burbank and Lee.
Off the bench.
centralplumbing.org, 225-925-8552. 24/7, 365 weekend, holiday, game day, does not matter. They are ready for you if you have that emergency. Not only in emergencies, if you're looking to remodel as well, they can do that at your home, at your business. Give them a call today, not only in Central, also in the greater Baton Rouge area. We are talking to you. So go to the website, see what they can do, find that number, centralplumbing.org.
That's right, centralplumbing.org, centralplumbing.org. The Payne family over there, they've been doing this a long time. They have seen everything that you can throw at them. They are the experts when it comes to plumbing in the greater Baton Rouge area. So if you have a project, whether it's residential, commercial, it does not matter. They can help you. They are the experts. Oh yeah, go to their website, 24/7 emergency service, 225-925-8552, centralplumbing.org.
When it comes to pipe fabrication, time is money. And at River Parish Contractors, we make every second count. Our 36,000 square foot shop is ready to take on your projects right now. With experienced welders, precise fittings, and fast turnarounds you can trust. Whether it's a single custom spool or a full-scale run, we have the capacity and the skill to keep your job on schedule. Call us or visit rpcontractors.com for your quote. That's rpcontractors.com.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Builders School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
Hello. Hi.
Oh, hey.
What's going on?
Look at us.
Look at us. Who would have
Thanks
thought?
to Dick Dixon for stopping by.
Yeah, that was fun.
It's fun. A little blast from the past, old hanging with Hester days.
It was. Enjoyed that, man. And as you know, Dick Dixon's going to be as real as they come.
Yep.
And you could tell he had a passion for Kelvin being, you know,
I mean, I would be,
given an opportunity.
I would be very in favor of that. I'm not saying that he's the perfect and the right or my first or whatever. I don't have a first. I don't have a second, third. I don't have a last. But I'm willing to hear arguments, and I'm willing to hear the passion for whoever it is. And I can tell you what I don't want You can put your finger on it when you see it. It's hard to explain, but you can tell, you can decide what you don't want. But Kelvin would check a lot of boxes.
Yeah. And that's my whole point in trying to nominate myself or you. I don't care which one of us it is.
You should definitely be on, because you do talk like you have a relationship with all the coaches around the country because of your show, because of your platform, because you get to talk with them, and you get to see them in casual environments.
Yeah.
Like a lot of shows, it's just like, it's here's your questions you're going to answer, and these are going to get your stock answers. But you get to see them in a much more casual environment, so you get to see a different side of these coaches.
Yeah, I can see them at the hotel bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes. So I just think you need a current football mind in there because of what Matt just said. I always say in 5 minutes I could tell you. It might be 2 minutes. In 2 minutes I can read through the BS. Right? Yep. How much of this is like authentic? Authenticity should be like 1A or 1B on what you're looking for in this next coaching hire.
Both 1A and B.
Yeah.
And 2 and 3.
How authentic are you about this job, about what it takes to be successful here? Are you going to do what it takes to be successful here? And when you speak, can I believe you? Can I trust you? Or are you just giving me big words? How many people do you know that are in this profession that just give you big words and just pat you on the head, right? That's never going to be this show, I can tell you that. But that's what it's like. Oh, they give you big words, they pat you on the head and like make you feel like you're lesser than because of it, right? And some of that is what the feel was, at least I think for a lot of people. And they don't want that again. They don't want that. They want somebody that they know from the moment that they speak, that's our guy. That's our coach. And he's doing, even if it's not successful, he's doing literally everything this man can possibly do to be successful because it's his thing. It's what he cares about most. And then you can tell that within 2 minutes. If somebody's saying that they do all that, you can tell if it's authentic or not.
Yep. And you can. And if you can't tell and it sounds good, there's your answer.
There's your answer.
I think that we just went through that, right?
Yep.
Again, everything sounded great. Everything on the words was there. There's just a disconnect. And I said it yesterday. The opinion of Brian Kelly throughout his tenure, when you ask people, hey, what do you think of Brian Kelly? When people ask me, what do you think of Brian Kelly? It is, I don't know. I think good. I think good. We will see. That was the majority of the answer that was ever uttered when somebody was asked, what do you think of Brian Kelly? I think a lot of buy-in, a lot of want to, a lot of, yep, the credentials there. Got a great resume. I just don't know. I got to see it.
Yeah.
Just never saw it.
I never, just never had like an extended conversation. It was always very matter of fact, like professional conversation, move on. You know, like even when you go over there with Blake Baker, it's like Blake's going to dap you up and like you talk ball and you talk about life and it's a genuine conversation. There's a lot of people in that building that are like that.
Yep.
A lot.
Not to say that Brian Kelly didn't want to win and be successful. I'm sure he wanted to, but there was a disconnect. But guess what? Guess we don't need to waste our breath on it anymore. We got Verge on the case. Anyway, just a reminder, if y'all want to see the whole press conference announcing Verge as the interim athletic director for LSU, we played it here on the show at the beginning of hour 2. It was a super long segment, obviously, because we wanted everybody to see. So you can go back and check that out. That was hour number 2 for about 20, 25-minute press conference-ish. Took a lot of good questions, kind of state of the union of where we're at, where we're going. And a lot of questions still remain. A lot of uncertainties, and certainly change does bring that. But I can tell you, Jake can tell you, from being over there at the facility yesterday, that football ops building hasn't been closer than it is right now.
Yeah.
In a while. I can't tell you because we didn't have the access, weren't there quite as much. But like what we saw from yesterday is a group of men, women that are all pointed in the same direction and all ready to roll. So I don't know what the result's going to be on the field, but I got a feeling it's going to be a lot more fun watching it.
All right, I want to tell you about Supreme Rice. You see it right here in front of me, the old Jasmine Special. That's my favorite Supreme Rice, but they got long grain, medium grain, so many different options, and you can go to supremerice.com. You can also come to your local Rouse's. Right now, you know, we can walk out. They're going to have every single type of Supreme Rice here, your local AG food stores as well, but you can do it online, and look, it's gumbo weather, right? And every good gumbo has the perfect rice, and that's exactly what Supreme Rice is going to be. It is Louisiana through and through. Crowley, Louisiana, man, you go to that town, and it is Supreme Rice everywhere because they care about Louisiana, and it is right here, homegrown, supremerice.com. All right, so we'll take a break. When we come back, a little pontoon parlay. We didn't have time for what's the ticket today, but I'll tell you this. The lowest ticket in the top 25, Louisville at Virginia Tech.
17.
$6.
$6?
Louisville at Virginia Tech, $6 gets you into the game.
Wow.
The highest ticket in the top 25 this weekend, Oklahoma at Tennessee, $259.
Okay.
That's a big stadium for $259.
Yeah.
That's 6 figures, right? Over 100,000 kneeling. Yeah. Oof, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of doll hairs there, Bo.
Yep. That's Oklahoma going there to get one of the most expensive. Most of the games at home have been one of the cheapest for Oklahoma.
That's true.
Wild, right?
That is true. That's a good point. So, yeah, highest ticket, Oklahoma at Tennessee, $259.
$6. Now, that's like a third of a beer.
$6. And Louisville's like good. And Virginia Tech Stadium atmosphere, Lane Stadium, it was rocking last week, and they won. So, I don't know, $6. $6 gets you into that game. Louisville certainly a team to pay attention to. Jeff Brom? Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. All right, we'll take a break. Our last break of the show. We'll wrap it up with a little pontoon parlay here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Go to allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. Allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. Buying new, leasing, renting, everything is available. No matter what you're looking for, they have got you covered. Midsize SUV, they got multiple options. Full-size SUV, they got the Sequoia, they got the Sienna minivan, they got the Tundra, Tacoma if you're looking for a truck. Whatever you're looking for, whatever your needs are, they're going to be met over at allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. Go to the website today.
That's right. If you are in the market, maybe you're ready for an upgrade. Maybe you got about $200,000 on the car, and it's just that time of life where it is time just for a new vehicle, new set of wheels. So if you want something safe, you want something efficient, you want something cool, make sure you go to All Star Toyota of Baton Rouge, right there on Airline near Goodwood. Check them out. You can get anything, whether you're market for a brand new car, a used car, maybe it's a long-term lease that you want to get set up. Per day rentals, they do that. Anything on the lot is available for per day rental. Go check them out. See everything on the lot on their website. Start that trade-in process on your current vehicle right there. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Louisville Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At LUVA, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big.
With your help, we went to work creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BRAC, your #1 park system in the nation.
Need security services you can count on? With Veteran Security Services, you're always protected. Locally owned and proudly serving the Gulf Coast, they're not some big national firm chasing profits. They're neighbors protecting neighbors. From petrochemical plants and healthcare facilities to port and maritime operations, Veteran Security delivers reliable protection you can trust. Choose community. Choose confidence. Choose Veteran Security Services. Visit veteransecurityfirm.com.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from Rouse's on Burbank and Lee. I'm going to throw it right back to studio. Alondra and Tay with their pontoon parlay picks for this week.
All right, so I know that I was on a heater at first, but after we acknowledged the heater, my last, 2 or 3 picks haven't done too well. So I feel like I just need a little base hit here. Just put the ball in play. And Vanderbilt has never failed me anytime that I have bet on them. The line has moved from 2.5, what it was yesterday, to 3.5. So, again, Texas, I don't know why they're the favorite. I guess because they're at home, but they've got a lot of people injured. Arch may not play. So I'm going to go Vanderbilt to cover -3.5 plus 3.5 versus Texas.
All right, Utah is a really good team. Rice Eccles is such a hard place to play, but they got Cincinnati coming in 7-1. Brendan Sorsby looking like one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Utah very well could win this game. However, the Utes are a 10.5-point favorite. Give me Cincinnati plus 10.5 on the road against Utah.
All right, I like both of those picks.
He'd be looking like one of the best quarterbacks. Like that. Alondra, great pick, by the way. I mean,
that was a great pick. That was.
I just don't understand it.
Definitely eye hustling that one myself. Great job. Great picks. I like both those picks. All right, Matthew.
I'm going to head up to Knoxville.
Knoxville?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the big SEC game of the week. We got Tennessee hosting the Oklahoma Sooners. I'm taking Tennessee -2.5. I think at home, that crowd, I think it's going to be an electric situation. Oklahoma, I think you've been fool's gold for a little bit. You got a really good defense, all right? You got a good defense. I get it. I just think they've been a little bit of fool's gold this season. Good team.
What'd you get that at? What number?
Tennessee -2.5.
Tennessee -2.5.
Versus the Sooners.
Okay. $259 to get into that game, by the way. Just a reminder. Highest ticket in the top 25 this weekend. All right, I'm going to go to a Pac-12 game.
Come on.
And so that means it's only one set of teams that could be going against each other because there's 2 teams. So
it's a classic matchup.
I am going to go Washington State, Wazoo, -3 against Oregon State in the first of 2 matchups. Remember, they play each other twice.
A double round robin.
Because they're the only 2 teams in the Pac-12. So they'll play this week on the road, then they'll play the final game of the year at Wazoo, which is just funny to me in college football.
Okay, so they're at home?
They're on the road this one.
Okay,
they're on the road this one. But Oregon State is bad. Oregon State has not won a game in a long time. I think they have maybe 1 win on the year. And Wazoo's actually been playing pretty well. Like Wazoo took Ole Miss to the wire. They took Virginia to the wire. Those are 2 top 15 teams. They're 4-4 on the season. And Oregon State's just a complete dumpster fire. I'm trying to look. No, they don't have a power. No, they don't have an FBS win. They have an FCS win against Lafayette, not ULL. No, Lafayette of the FCS, but that's it. So they were 0 for their first 7.
But they have scored at least 24 points against the FBS opponent, right?
That they did. That they did. They did it against.
We're still looking to do that.
We got 25 last week.
Oh, did we? Never mind.
Yeah.
Take that back. I stand
late,
corrected.
that late touchdown that they had, that was definitely meaningful. All right, give us a rundown of the pontoon parlay.
All right, we got Vandy plus 3.5 at Texas. Wild line there. Absolutely wild line. Cincy plus 10.5 at Utah. Tennessee minus 2.5 at home versus this Oklahoma Sooners. Washington State traveling to Oregon State minus 3.5. Washington State minus 3.5. There we go. Ain't no guess.
That's what it's going to be. All right.
Guess no party bars today.
Look, let's put it together
quick.
in text.
Yep.
Just quick.
We can do quick. Go ahead, Landry.
boy.
If you got it, we got a minute.
Okay, I was talking to Taylor about this earlier. Saints to cover versus the Rams. The line's pretty big. It's 14.5. Taylor.
Yeah, I'm going to take the 49ers to cover the 2.5. They're a 2.5-point road favorite over the Giants, but they're getting healthier and healthier. McCaffrey looks good. I'll take the 49ers covered 2.5. Just covered 2.5.
Matthew.
All right, I'll take the Bears plus 2.5 versus Bengals.
I'll take the Colts minus 3.5 against the Steelers.
There we go. We nailed it.
Boom.
I don't remember what we said, but we nailed it.
But we'll figure it out. We'll put it out there. It will be on social media at OTB_ESPN. Give us a follow on all platforms. We love you.
Smash the like.
We thank you. Like, all that stuff.
Yeah, have a great weekend, too. A little stress-free.
A little
just football
stress-free.
watching.
Kick your feet up.
Hey.
Enjoy some ice cold Dos Equis.
Enjoy some trick-or-treating, too.
Enjoy some trick-or-treating. We love you. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Off the bench.
While Louisiana politics can seem like they're from another planet, Moon Griffon isn't afraid to bring politicians back down to earth. Listen to the Moon Griffon Show weekday mornings at 9 on Talk 107.3.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
Every winner knows a great play starts with a solid game plan and the right team by your side. At Sunshine, we're here to keep your operation running strong. From tractors to harvesters, we've got the John Deere equipment you need to tackle every job with confidence. Because when the work's done right,